Too loud, too soft. What? Oh, oh, that ended already. What's up, everybody? Can you hear me out there? Hope everybody's doing all right. Uh, my apologies for the slight delay. Yeah, let me know. Can you hear me? Everything okay? Let me know. How do I sound? Let's see. Look, yeah. For watching already. Thanks for coming by. All right. All right. Ronan in the house, Serb and Vic. Okay. Let me grab a link. And I will be sharing the link to join in the outside hang, in the official Brojo hang. Those who are part of that will get the link first. um, if you are not over there in the chat, please just email me and I will add you as a contact. And this way, then you can get you get the link to the chats, and it just just to hang out. So there you go, a little extra bonus for you. I hope I'm sounding good. So we're trying to start off the year pretty different. I'm back at the original channel. I've already explained that on my old channel, in the other channel, why we're coming over here. Just makes more sense. I got subs were just being added here, not even doing anything on the channel. Subs have been added, views have been added, so of course it just gives me a better lift off if I wanted to do any kind of monetization. So and New Year, so I have a new. I'm operating right now off a new desktop as well, and I am connected directly into my hotbox. So yeah, should be less issues with the internet. All right. So I just figured, we're going with our usual format. We're gonna kind of just wing it, improv. People come in, we have a hang. Sometimes we do a thing called clickbait news, where we usually go to a place like Drudge Report or just, look at some of the latest headlines and see what catches our eye, click on it, and just, we usually take it from there. And like sometimes, like to get a nice balance of some serious issues and topics, and we can do a little debates as well as just lighthearted stuff, funny stories, funny pictures. So anything you want to share, pictures you want to share, let me know. Email me. We'll put them up there. So this is just, for me, this is, it's more just a hobby. For me, and over the years, just being able to meet such cool people and just want to chat and kind of create some kind of community. So, okay. So we got in the house. We have Serb and we have Vic. What's up, guys? Hopefully, I can hear you.
Hopefully you can.
Yes, I hear
Hey,
you.
what's up?
Very good. What's going on?
I was hoping that your delay would last 5 minutes longer because I decided to fix food.
Okay. All right. I think we could kind of kill 5 minutes for you.
No, that's okay. I can do both, I guess. My Lockheed Martin is going nuts.
I'm sure. Yeah, I heard those stocks are like. Whew. Are you gonna?
No skunk works.
Is Boeing rebounding at all, or are they really not involved in any kind of military?
I'm not in a position to buy, and I don't have Boeing, so
Oh, okay.
I could look it up though if you want me to.
Oh, that sounds good. I know Boeing was going through some troubles, because of the last plane, right? The Max, was it? But yeah, Lockheed Martin, I'm sure. Do you have a? This is kind of funny to ask, and this is probably a no, sir. Do you have any? Oh my shit! What the name is that company? Starts with an H. Cheney's company. What's it?
Halliburton.
Yeah,
Halliburton. Yeah, Halliburton.
Nah, I don't have Halliburton. I don't think I actually have anything in real estate right now. Yeah, I don't.
Real estate? I thought Halliburton was military. What do you mean real?
No, Halliburton rebuilds after the war.
Oh, okay. I thought Halliburton was involved in military equipment. So, Serb, okay. So, are you going to cash out a little bit on those Lockheed stocks or what?
Well, I've had them since 2009. And they're already way up from there.
Wow.
So I'm not super worried about losing a little bit on them. So I think I'm gonna wait and see. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wait and see until the election.
Okay. How much are we up now, Lockheed, in the past couple of days?
Let's see here. Scroll down. Lockheed Martin. So it's days. Well, since the last day of December, they've had a peak. They're up about $20 a share
From
the very end of December.
No, but how much was it? I mean, you say you're up $20, like percentage wise. I mean, or how much is a share now?
Share now is $4.13.
Woo!
That's a change.
So you're up about 5% already. Yeah, roughly about 5%. And gold is going on up too. I'm liking that. I'm liking the gold going up. Over the past year, not year to date, of course, obviously, but for the year, 20% it's up now, and we just got a nice shot, from this attack.
That's because it's one of the things people sink all their money in after selling their stocks.
Hey, then it's free gold.
Yeah, I mean, I would actually. Well, that's kind of the same position I am with Lockheed Martin. Mm-hmm. I would wait to see where it goes until the election to sell it.
Right. Yeah. Why not? That's the way to do it. Sell some of that profit. Grab some of that profit and buy some gold, and it's like free money, right? So free gold. Right. So, all right, I'm hearing cries of World War III. I think it's a little exaggerated.
Yeah, I agree.
A little bit.
I don't think Iran even has the capability.
Yeah, no, I mean, the only countries, other than our allies, the only countries on the face of the earth that could actually like do something would be China and Russia. And I don't think either one of them want to get into a war enough just to help Iran.
Yeah. How about Turkey though? I mean, Turkey's supposed to be one of the.
But Turkey's a NATO country.
But I mean, as far as military, pretty powerful, right?
Well, yeah, for the Middle East they are.
Yeah.
Actually, well, I mean, I don't know. They're about on par with like European powers, really.
Would you consider them an ally? I mean,
technically
part of NATO.
I mean, they're kind of forced into it because if they, let's say, they helped Iran attack America, then every single NATO country would automatically be at war with them.
Mm-hmm.
So they're ally at least by circumstance.
NATO seems to, I mean, not NATO, Turkey seems to be like more of a, they're not such a fundy Muslim country. You know, they're a bit liberal, westernized.
Or their government is.
Mm.
Their government and military tends to be. They actually have a ton of conservative Muslim cities, towns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I was just listening to part of are you familiar with Bill Whittle?
Oh yeah. It's not the only thing he's done, but he used to do those skits back the first time when Hillary was running the first time against Obama.
Bill Whittle. Oh, wait a minute. Did this guy actually run for he ran for a government? I just know him as like a political commentary.
No, I was about, he used to do skits, sort of making fun of what was going on.
Okay. All right. Well, actually, he has a channel, Bill Whittle, with a couple other guys that he does political commentary. So I was just listening to the latest video. They're talking about the drone strike. Did Trump just start World War III or stop it? Did he just prevent World War III too?
I mean, I don't think either one.
Yeah.
I think it was a cheap shot, but I don't really know. Trump has to apparently release evidence that the strike was necessary to Congress.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we'll see if he was right or wrong, but I don't think he prevented or caused anything, really.
Right. But this guy was a bad guy, right?
Well, I mean, that region is kind of weird, right? Because he fought against Al Qaeda, but he also doesn't like America, and it's caused problems for America too. So he's kind of, this isn't like a 2-side thing. This is like a 10-side thing.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, but most Americans don't even know who this guy is, and to go in there and just squash him out, and then can't just walk away from that. It's like a lot of people are saying there's no justification for doing so. There's nothing was brought out to the public to show reason or rhyme on why we need to take this guy out. So a lot of people are just standing there scratching their heads, saying, "Okay, we have to trust it. We just have to trust what he says."
Oh well,
and you can see that
legally there has to be more than that. Like I said,
right?
He's obligated to show Congress that there is a good reason.
Right, but do you think it would be better to show good reason before going in, or he would have to show that there was good enough reason to go in without showing enough reason to the public, right?
That's the preferred method, right? Because normally the president does these things with Congress's blessing beforehand.
When was the last time that happened?
With Congress's blessing?
Yeah, like because don't you need the Congress approval to engage, start have an act of war?
Yeah. With one exception, the president can act immediately if there is a valid threat and they have good reason to believe there's a valid threat. But then, like I said, they have to immediately show Congress that it was an actual valid threat.
Is that valid? That have to be like an imminent threat?
Yeah. It has to be like something that's going to happen. Something's going to happen like now.
Oh, like the time we didn't prevent when we could have had Osama. We looking at some kind of scenario like that where this guy could be another Osama, where we had the opportunity, remember, to prevent him from doing shit, and apparently, allegedly, he's behind the 9/11 attacks, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, Obama didn't consult Congress when he sent after Al Qaeda, or not Al Qaeda, after Osama.
No, I'm saying I'm talking. Didn't we have an opportunity before 9/11 to get Osama?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of people saying Osama. Al Qaeda wasn't the Mujahideen.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying the Mujahideen was doing this and doing that, and there were plans over here and plans over there, but
a lot of chatter,
But we had a face and a name before. We had him, videotaping himself from caves, saying, he admitting it, even though they might have been fake videos, but we still had something. Now we just have, just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So caught a lot of people off guard, and it makes, I think, in the eyes of other countries, in a way, it makes the U.S. look like a, strikes. I don't know, strike without reason. It kind of makes you look like a, I don't want to say terrorist, but close to it, right?
I bet Israel's loving us.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we're setting it up for the next coming.
Well, I mean, they've been wanting us to fuck with Iran for decades.
True.
But I think I saw some headline. I didn't read the story, but they're really having no comment here. Even though they're probably in secret behind closed door going, yeah, goddamn motherfucker. They're not saying anything in public.
Secret Jew meetings.
I didn't even notice. Lulu's in the external chat. Hi, Lulu.
Lulu, I see you out there. Long time no see. You want to come on in? Let me know. I'll drop a link. Yeah, some would say, yeah. Yeah. One country's freedom fighter is another country's terrorist. That's how I put it.
Terrorist is a fuzzy word when it changes every time you do something.
No, wasn't fucking Iran in pretty good shape in the 70s? I mean, weren't they like America? And we go and fuck things up or cause shit right? We took somebody out of there, put some religious dictator in there. Was it Khomeini? We really fucked up things, right?
Oh, wait, no, we turned Iran into a fundamentalist country.
Yeah. Why would we do that?
Fundamentalist countries won't cooperate with Russia.
Fundamental countries won't cooperate with Russia?
That was the thinking of the time.
So why don't we why don't we go back? Go back. Let's get Iran to the position like where Saudi Arabia is, and
well, first Lulu does.
Not. Wait, I'm not going to. Wait, well, yeah, I should take that back about Saudi Arabia. But as far as the modernization, kind of somewhat. Well, I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass.
Okay, Lulu wants in, and I would say, based off their current government, I guess it would be better if they were more like Saudi Arabia, but. That's not really the goal you should be setting for any country.
We want them to be like America.
I would be okay with anything kind of Western.
Yeah, kind of Western. Yeah, minus the
You gotta be comfortable. None of that yelling crap. None of that,
Yeah, that's free speech, education, general freedom, that sort of things.
Yeah. Some women rights, not as much as they have here.
You don't want to go too far now.
Maybe they have. I can get a shitload of trouble.
Kitchen rights.
Well, I was talking more like when you start getting into divorce courts and stuff like that, Yeah, those kind of laws I think need to be changed. But Lulu, links out there. Come on in. We'll talk about this attack before we might move on to other stories. Yeah, I just had a little breakfast myself, and so now I'm enjoying after breakfast toke.
Nice.
Feeling good.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that happened. Pot got legalized here.
Yep.
Oh, in Illinois.
Yeah.
Medicinal or full blown?
Full blown everything.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because your fucking state is broke.
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like we need it.
They brought in like over 3 million on the first day.
Oh, so a store's popping up, opening. I mean, hey, got new businesses coming. Chicago must be. They gotta love this. It'd be great for Chicago, huh?
I bet. My wife and I drove around to like 2 local dispensaries. Well, about an hour away each, just to see the line, man. And they're just wrapped around that building. It was pretty funny.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was like Disneyland lines that it roped off.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was saying that the lines were ridiculous. They just roped off like Disneyland rides.
My God. Yeah, you're in Illinois too, so you gotta be loving this.
I haven't been to a dispensary like that.
So are they gonna start selling these things like cigarettes on the corners?
It'd be nice.
No,
it'll make my drug sales so much easier.
Or like alcohol.
You have to have a license to sell, and
like
you can grow if it's your house, your property, and you have a medical card.
You have to have a medical card to grow it.
Yeah.
But wait, didn't you say it's recreational too?
Yep.
So why? Well, I guess it's a start,
Yeah, they didn't add growing into the recreational law, and they didn't update the medical law.
Now, unless
God
you're
grows
like,
it. I just smoke it.
Unless you're doing fucking acres of this stuff. I mean, for the average person having a few plants in the back, I mean, are they really going to, find that shit?
I don't know. I mean, I
they
doubt.
put people in prison for that shit for years and years. So
yeah. What's up, Lulu? Happy New Year.
Yeah. Happy New Year. Happy 2020.
2020.
A real decade.
A real decade.
Well, sorry, I'm eating.
Okay.
No, but like nobody knew what to call like the 1 through 10. And then it was the 20 teens and the 2010s, and now we're all on the same page. 2020.
Well, the thing was going into a new millennium. Was it actually? Is it actually? That was the whole thing, right? With 2000, is it really a new millennial, or is it really 2001 is the new millennial?
Who cares? I just wanted to know what to call it. Like I know in Britain they call it the knots, but like the years between 2000 and 2010. Like if you go back and in the 1920s, but how do you say the 0 through 10?
Yeah, right. The 0.
Yeah. So now we don't.
Odd spot.
They don't count. That part of every millennia sucks.
Yeah, right. Well, I'd say this part of this millennium sucks anyway.
Oh, speaking of, just a quick tip for everyone out there. I thought this was a good catch. If you're writing out checks or you're putting in dates, like you tend to just put the last two digits, not a good idea just to put 20 because some people might come along and just put like 19 in there or 18. So yeah, write it all out. 2020.
You write checks? You still write checks?
Yeah, I still write checks. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't. I use cash as much as I can. Yeah.
Uh,
What's up,
that,
lyrics?
well,
Make some more noise, Lulu. Yeah, go ahead.
Wait. Sorry.
Yeah.
I did take like about 8 years ago. I arrived at the little airport outside of London to take my flight home. That was on my ticket. It said they do army time here, not AM and PM. So it was 10 after 8 would be the flight out, and I get there and they're like, "No, you're scheduled on the 7:30 flight, and then there's no more flights this evening." I'm like, what? Look here, my flight is at 2010, and they said that's the year. Because army time is also 20. If it's 10 after 8, it's 2010.
Ah, yeah. So, okay. What were we talking about? We were talking about the weed.
Marijuana
Weed
plants.
in Illinois. Yes.
It's I guess good.
A good thing.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
Will you be trying some?
Gonna get some roads built around here. Get some bridges done. Stop messing around.
That's gonna happen.
Maybe in a couple years we'll find a road without a pothole.
And just pot.
Pot, yep.
Yeah, oh,
The potholes have been filled in our heart.
But isn't in some ways, in some of the markets, like maybe Lyrics can address this. Doesn't it over a certain amount of time it gets saturated? I'm hearing stories where they got a pot they got to get rid of in some states, and there's too much, and then because of the federal laws, they can't ship it to a state that might need the pot.
Too many damn dirty hippies.
the whole
too,
state needs
hanging
pot.
around.
How do you gauge that? Like, it would have to be legal there too. Is it legal in Illinois now?
Like some states say
Yeah.
might be they're just medicinal, and they start running out. And so that, but maybe either they can't grow it there or it's not recreational, whatever the case may be. Like I think it's in Boston. I think they're having, a shortage of supply.
It seems to me if it's legal in the state, then you can just sell it to people in that suppliers in that state as you would any other commodity.
Yeah, but I can't. If it's legal, that means okay, all right. The people,
like I can sell oranges.
there, demand might get high, and then you have a lack of supply. But you can't get supply from another country. Not country, another state, because of federal regulations. It's still,
Can't cross state lines.
Right, you can't transport.
Well, then, vote for the right people.
I know that Trump is not much of a pot lover.
He's not much of a
But this would be one hell of a deal. Let's just decriminalize across the board, one shot like Canada did. Come on.
I know. Like, just do it now. Now, you're not going to get, unless you can bomb it into existence, I guess.
Though, if you did that, the economies that have been growing, like Colorado and Washington, one of the first states to have it legalized and experiencing all that growth and everything, that's going to level off at some point. That is going to have to level off, because if everyone starts decriminalizing, then the appeal to go to the states kind of lowers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but decriminalizing isn't enough to get rid of to make it so that it's easy to transport over borders. You have to make it legal. Like transporting commodities over state borders. That's because oranges and lettuce is legal. But if it was suddenly illegal or just not criminal, you probably have the same problem. So you just have to make it legal, not just decriminalize. And then you can get the taxes. See, I think in Colorado, they legalized it. So they get taxes on it. They get all the benefits of a legal commodity. If you just decriminalize it, then it's still illegal. It's just not criminal.
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of biased to the term decriminalization because I think of it's a fucking plan. Just like I can go to a farmer's market, to a pretty much unregulated farmer's market, right? And they're growing tomatoes and shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But decriminalizing doesn't make it legal. Tomatoes are legal commodities, and marijuana should be a legal commodity on the same level. If you just decriminalize, all you're doing is making it so you don't get arrested if you have the commodity. So that's not enough. Like, you have to make it legal.
Yeah. Okay. I'm understanding it. I'm kind of chuckling when you're saying tomatoes are legal, but I understand.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. You just make it normal. You just make it another thing that we consume.
Right.
Then you can regulate it. You can tax it. But as long as it's a criminal thing or an illegal substance, yeah, then you can't get those tax benefits or any kinds of deregulation or regulation.
But it is getting to a point where, even in states, if you're just like, okay, my state, I'm in Pennsylvania, we got medicinal right now, but you have to go through so many hoops to get it, and there's not many dispensaries too. Though one did come up closer to me, but like, if I can go get weed, even still in the black market. If you got pulled over and maybe they're not really gonna do anything. It's not even worth the court's time anymore.
Yeah, but they should just make it legal for all the other reasons. Because if you get a cop on a bad day, or if you disobey their orders and they search, they can enforce a marijuana law if they don't like you, right?
Yeah.
If you're black, or if you are a pro-Joe, or if you are whatever the reasons, just got to make it legal because duh. Stop with the baby. Oh, I don't know, criminalized, medical. And Joe Biden says the science is still out on that. If it has any benefits.
Let me ask you guys, maybe sir, you can help out with this with your background. I say you treat marijuana like alcohol, with the same standards and all that stuff. I understand at this time it's hard to test people, but if they're driving under the influence, but I think people tend to be more careful, right? Because they're more bit more quote unquote paranoid or whatever, or more just chill driving.
Or more just chill and lazy. They don't go riding.
But what about?
Well, they need to go off traffic laws then, rather than just seeing if they're a pothead. If they're driving fine, everything's cool. They're not disobeying any traffic laws, and why have a reason to pull them over when somebody who's drunk or intoxicated will be swerving around, missing stop signs, speeding, slowing, endangering people.
Right.
They just stick to that rule rather than just look out for potheads and try to finger people, and just stick to the what cops are paid to do and what we have them do for us. Mm-hmm. They work for us. So
what if you got like a 67-year-old white lady, right? And she just ate like 100 milligrams of some brownies, right? Do you want her driving, dude?
No, I don't.
Well, if she runs off a ditch or runs a stop sign, then she's gonna get might get a ticket, might get her license revoked.
If you get Brojo on 100 milligrams eating it, he wouldn't be able to drive.
But here's the thing, like he said, you treat it like alcohol laws, like driving laws, right? So I don't want her on the road. I don't want drunk people on the road. Right. It's the same thing. And pot isn't any different. You follow the road laws, right? Cops, you're swerving all over the place, and the cops pull you over, whether you're on whatever drug you're on, alcohol, whatever. Mm-hmm. It should be all the same. You would treat it the same. And that fucking grandma is out on the road with her brownies. Yeah, if she's swerving all over the place, pull her over.
Now, if we're going to treat marijuana as medicine, what of prescription drugs? There are plenty of prescription drugs that warn you against being. I'm getting a little feedback.
Oh, sorry. It's probably.
Yeah, they give you the warnings. You know, it may cause drowsiness, sleepiness. So, like, you know, you take your prescription drug, and then you go decide driving, and yeah, and you get into an accident. Should you be treated like a DUI?
Not a DUI. Well, under the influence, I think like he said, if you break the traffic laws, you break the traffic laws, whether it be DUI or you ran a stop sign, you're perfectly sober, whatever it is, it's the traffic laws that you're pulled over for. If you have illegal substances, that's another thing. But if you're driving under the influence, that's what they pull you over for, no matter what that influence is. I think that's how it works, right?
Here's a real easy way to look at it. Human beings are not meant to have the reflexes of going 80 miles an hour, right? We're not built like that. We're not built like physically built for that. So let's put on top of that, we're gonna smoke some weed, right? I am high right now. I've been high most of my life, dude. And I'm not gonna like you and say that marijuana is less of an influence. If you're drunk, then that's different, right? You're just drunk. But if you had like a couple beers, right, and you're a sociable drinker and you're not really buzzed, you're just in as much danger of smoking a joint and getting on the road than you are as doing that.
I agree. I totally agree with that. Like, you shouldn't drive if you're not sober.
We're barely able to drive sober human beings.
Yeah. Exactly. But I think that's, I don't know, like, it's an interesting question because we only hear about drunk driving, but the DUI is driving under the influence of blank, right? Yeah, and I think you're right. Like, absolutely. I don't want, like, you're just not able to drive well.
It affects your motor functions.
Yeah.
You are not the same. If it was the same, it would be called, hey, I'm getting the same. I'm getting the same here. But no, we're getting high, right? There's a difference. You don't just smoke a joint and get the same. You get an altered shape of reality, right? Some things are not as clear focused. Some things are more clear focused, right? So, and to put that person in a situation where even in the best of circumstances, he's still a little limited, like driving, right? His reaction time is still very limited because they're not meant to go 80 miles an hour, right? Mm-hmm. It should be pretty basic and common sense kind of stuff that we should just you should get in trouble for, right?
Yeah.
When you're going 80 miles an hour, usually you're more aggressive on alcohol.
But I think the point here is that if you are under the influence of anything in your prescription drugs, you shouldn't be operating heavy machinery at 80 miles an hour. And, because the one drug that's been legal for all these years, alcohol, that's what we hear about. It's because it's legal. People get in their cars because it's legal. And I think that alcohol, and I don't think one is worse than the other as far as driving goes. And I don't think there's many people out there making the argument that, well, there are people that make the argument you shouldn't legalize it because people will drive under the influence of marijuana. Well, yeah, people will. And people have driven under being drunk. People have driven on heroin and every other thing. It's that I would never make the argument that we should make it legal and I should be able to drive under the influence. And I don't think anybody makes that argument. Then your kid's going to be under the influence of lunch.
I understand they don't have the instrumentation like they do for alcohol because there's so many different variables to determine how much weed is too much weed for people to be smoking.
But that's why it depends on how you're driving.
Yeah.
If you break road traffic laws,
Right.
then you get. But how much
If I'm
marijuana they
only
can
driving
test out
better than
later
a sober
on.
person, then hey, right?
And I think though, like I remember in LA, and this was like must have been like 40 years ago again, like oh my god, but 30, 40 years ago, and we got pulled over. I was teaching a friend of mine to drive, and we got pulled over because he was a lousy driver, and he gave him my friend the PCP test. Right, they had a thing with their flashlight and what they did something with the eyeballs, and you didn't know how much PCP, right? But they have ways of telling what you're on, and you don't and you can take their pee at the station after they're arrested. Then you can find out how much marijuana if you want it. But I think the DUI laws cover just like everything.
Yeah, but then the whole thing
Because
is, should they have been arrested in the first place? No, why you're gonna?
Well, they arrest drunk drivers that are stupid drunk, right? Especially like not like when they're super drunk. Maybe they haven't hit anybody or anything, but they shouldn't be on the road. I don't know like that. But they managed to find out an alcohol level that was legal and illegal. They can do the same for drugs. I'm sure they will.
Sir, any first I want to say hello, Simos. Happy New Year.
Hi, Simon.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Happy Haganami. I was just in Scotland. What is it?
Utanene.
Yeah. I can't
New Year. And yes, so sir, do you want to address any of this?
I don't think you should operate any heavy machinery under any circumstances.
Bingo.
Under the influence of anything that alters mood or affects performance.
Exactly. And I don't think you're legally.
Well, what about two tokes? Two tokes, I'm mellowed out. Can't get in the car, go to the store.
You probably shouldn't.
Probably shouldn't. That's how drunk driving became a thing because people thought that. Like, I'm good. 3 beers. I'm just going to go get some milk or whatever. And then they kill a little kid.
Just get some go-karts.
No.
Get some go-karts and some scooters and just have fun on your property, man. Just tractors.
If pot wasn't known for, if pot wasn't known for reducing reaction time, then I would say okay, but it is, so don't.
There you go.
Reaction time isn't the only thing. I mean, it's crucial to driving well, but there's I've seen people on pot, and they get distracted.
It's very difficult to drive a pot.
I think when I am on it, I have no desire to handle heavy machinery. Maybe a tractor though, that might be fun.
I think a tractor might actually be less dangerous.
There's a guy here.
When I was a kid, that was the thing to do.
I mow the lawn all the time.
Not
a problem. Yeah.
There's an old guy here, and he said back in the 60s, getting your license here is really long and expensive, and it's really hard. So he bought a tractor and just drove that around Amsterdam because you don't need a license for a tractor.
Yeah, I remember doing a shitload of acid. Made it quite easy to stay between the white lines because they weren't dotted anymore.
I've driven on acid. I think and that's the thing. If somebody asked me, have I regret? And I do regret. Like there was about a 1.5 year period in LA where I drove drunk home twice a week or something, and I never got pulled over or anything. But that's just luck, right? And I never deluded myself but I was driving great. That's why. No, and I regret doing that because there could have been.
I have no tolerance for drunk driving. None.
It would be terrible things could have happened, and so if I would never do that again, and that's one of the few things I actually regret.
Stan Ulch in the comments is kind of making a joke. You know, like if you're stoned and the officer, you know, he only has to walk beside the car, doesn't have to catch you. But he's asking, you know, the officer will ask you, "Sir, you going a little slow? Anything wrong today?" Now, I understand he's making a joke, but I've actually had that happen to me. It was like, oh man, it was in the 80s, early 90s. I'm going through Wyoming, and a buddy of mine, he was in another car behind me. He was just with some chick he just picked up, and he was a couple miles behind. So we were going slow, so give him a chance to catch up. No soon, but cop pulled us over. You know what's going on, and but you know they verified, you know, because they actually pulled him over too. And we all had a bunch of weed in our car too, but luckily they didn't search it. But they pulled us over because we're going too slow. They said it was too dangerous for us to go too slow because we're on a highway, a lot of tractor trailers. They're going 70, 80 miles an hour. And yeah, it's more dangerous for you to go slow, too slow. So he was looking out.
Tommy says I must have a DMT exemption for my rule. No, and anyone that's taking DMT probably couldn't.
I think everybody needs a personal exemption for one drug for driving.
Right?
Right?
Wait a minute, Lulu. I didn't hear what Serb said. You got cut off there. Everyone who's taking DMT, what?
Yeah, I don't think they would even want to drive a car.
I don't think they need to. They could probably just fly.
yeah.
Car? Who needs a car? I am enlightened now. King Richard in the outside. What's up? Hey, Richard, I enjoyed your last video. Richard's in Thailand, and he does these videos where he goes to different resorts and gives you a little tour, and which is pretty cool. Some beautiful places, some beautiful scenery. So, yeah, I enjoyed that last video you did.
Hey, are you coming up here?
There might be a possibility. Yes, might be a possibility. I will be over there in that area in March.
Do you need a place to stay, or?
Don't need one, but if you're offering one, that might be cool for a night. It's just probably gonna be 2 nights the most, maybe, in Colorado.
Where are you gonna be?
Well, my plan is to first go to Vegas, and then take one of those tours. I want to see the Grand Canyon. Never been. And then head over to Colorado before coming back. So I figure.
So you're just gonna like show up in Denver and be like, "Hey, here I am."
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Well, where do you want to be? Do you have plans? Are you like going to stay somewhere, or like a particular town, or?
Oh no, I don't. No, actually, it was just to visit. You know, see what's going on. Pay you a visit, of course, too. If you know,
because I'm like 20 or 30 miles from the airport, roughly, maybe a little bit more.
Cool.
So if you wanted to like come visit, I don't know if you can stay. Let me talk to my wife and see what the deal is.
Yeah, I mean, we could talk about that, or you know,
yeah. I don't see any problem with it, but we might be doing something. I have no idea.
Yeah, no biggie. Because I already know. Because I was looking at like the 21st. There's something going on over there. Some kind of festival that I was finding interesting over there. Because I was looking for things to do around the time that I'm going to be over there. So.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. If you want to do that, definitely you can go do that. You can go buy some weed, dude. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still got to figure out things too, and of course, funds and budget and all that good stuff.
Yeah, once you get all that shit taken care of.
So, any other stories? Anything else you want to cover? Anyone?
I just want to say hi to Lyrics, and I hope the kid's good.
Thank you, sir. He's doing good.
Has he got Is he growing one of your beards yet?
No, he's a fiery ginger. I don't think he's gonna have hair in his face for a while. A couple more months.
Okay. I'm glad to hear he's well, apart from the ginger.
He's doing good. He's talking almost. He's like, he can say a couple words and stuff, but he's doing good. Tomorrow is his physical therapy. He hasn't had that for a while because of the holidays,
Cool.
Got my tooth pulled. I got tooth pulled last week.
He can say gnarly, can he?
Gnarly? No. He can say purple. He can say
gnarly. Is that a word in Colorado? I thought that was a California.
Colorado is fucking weird, dude. Let me tell you.
How they?
It's a weird area.
How long you been out there now?
5 years.
5 years.
Almost 4.5.
In that short amount of time, seen a lot of changes.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Growth, not growth.
You mean me?
You too, yeah. Could be, yeah.
I'm the growingest motherfucker ever, dude.
You're more stoned now.
I don't know. No, I get less stoned now than I did when I first moved. Well, I mean, I smoke less. How's that sound?
Good.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what's changed up here. There's more people. There's like a lot of growth where I'm at right now,
right.
Which is good. Because like I'm not in Denver. I'm like out of it a little bit, And it's like a farmland area, a lot of farmland. So there's not very many. The downtown's small, so they're building it up a little bit. And they have festivals, like you said, all the time. Every little town's got fucking festivals every weekend. All sorts of crap, dude.
Oh, speaking of festivals, music, which comes to mind, this one band is getting a little traction. The son of Bono from U2 started a band a couple years ago. They're called Inhaler. Check them out. They got a couple really good tunes. I don't know if
U2's kid, Bono's kid.
Bono's kid, yeah.
All right there, Bono. All right there, Bono. You're right there.
I'm not number 2. I'm number 1.
U3. They're gonna call their band U3. No, they called Inhaler.
Well, good for them. Fucking move it along, dude. Fuck Bono. Fuck his kid.
Just make dropping a recommendation.
U2 sucks. They suck, dude. They suck.
Fuck you.
There we go. They suck.
I was a big U2 fan for a while. I mean the early U2.
Yeah, a couple of the early songs are pretty good. Like
early is good, right? I'll grant them that. Like, but any band that's really good or supposedly really good, they always start out good, and then they turn into Bono.
Right. So they're not really good because they would still be good if they were good.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not very good. He hasn't been good since then. And even then, dude, he wasn't really that good.
Yeah, they're all right. They're pretty good.
They're all right,
they're pretty good, but they weren't great, yeah.
Yeah, they're like Ace of Base. They're like on the Ace of Base level for me. I mean,
they're no Cure.
Ace of Base?
Any random stupid radio band, dude.
Been around
they
for
had
like
one good album.
years.
Yeah, they had like one good album, dude.
Yeah.
How many hit songs do they actually have, dude?
Well, granted, I think
Sunday, Bloody Sunday, right?
Their last album or the album before, they actually gave it away for free on Apple.
Yes, because no one was gonna buy it, dude.
No, because they don't need the fucking money.
They live in Africa, dude. They like try to save the African kids every day, dude. They eat flies and drink pond water, dude. U2 doesn't have very many bills. They're woke.
I think Joshua Tree was a good album, no?
That was their first one, right?
Nah,
the first album was bullshit.
It's the German album, isn't it? As well.
Joshua Tree was their last good album, dude.
Wasn't the first?
They're no Falco now.
War.
Fly.
You guys are just saying words now, dude.
Achtung, baby.
Achtung.
Yeah, like that period, right? In the 80s. They were decent, right? They were on the radio, decent band. I'm not gonna say they weren't horrible, right? Good band, good Irish band.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, they lived on the edge. That's all I'm saying.
Well, just think of other bands that are around that were around in the 80s, right? That are around now.
Iron Maiden.
There you go.
Right, didn't even start out. You two, like Edge, like didn't know how to play guitar. Right?
I could believe that, dude. I believe he probably doesn't know how to play right now, dude.
He could at least tune it.
He helped create a signature sound for them, though.
And like fucking Iron Maiden.
You know? When you hear U2, you know it's U2.
Well, I don't know about that.
No.
I know it's a delay pedal, but that's about all I can make out.
Well, between then the voice and the voice, you know, the vocals.
Yeah. There's the Irish influence here, right?
Mm.
Monday, fucking Monday.
Sunday, bloody Sunday. I've seen them a few times. Pretty good show. Good show. Denise out in the outside chat. What's up, Denise? Serb said he'd be right back.
Dude, Bono was in the South Park, like getting made fun of for being a big piece of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that should tell you a little bit, right?
That was a funny one.
Come on, he saved the world a couple of times. Come on now.
He always wears those huge dildo glasses. Wherever he's at, don't matter, sun, fucking rain, dark, who cares? Dildo glasses 24/7, dude.
Oh, man.
Dildo.
Dude, it's about image. It's about branding. That's what it is. Come on. It's about
virtue signaling since the 80s, dude.
It's about branding, too.
Yeah, I think he wrote a song about it. It goes, dildo, massive dildo.
He is a huge dildo. His career is like making poor people in America feel bad for being slightly more rich than the other poor people across around the world. Like that's all he did. Hey, you guys, you pieces of shit, save Africa.
What happened
with bugs in their
eyes? What happened with Amnesty International? He was very heavily involved with that. What was going on?
I'm pretty sure he probably is a huge grimy piece of shit, just like all the rest of them that just stole all the profits, right? Dildo, bloody dildo, dude. That's what he is.
Ooh, man. So you're very anti-Bono.
Well, I'm being nice right now. We're on air, right? We're live. I'm using decent words.
Well, good thing, good thing we're 18 and plus now. I had to mark every video 18 and plus now. Yeah, you have to do that now with YouTube. You have to go back in your history. You either go to every video and say which is kid friendly, which is not, or you just like every video you're just gonna say 18 plus, or you do a lot of content for kid friendly stuff. Yeah, they're changing the rules now. What they define as a kid, I don't know.
Didn't South Park say he was a giant living turd?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like not number 2, he's number 1. But he was he has always been number 2. He didn't know it, dude.
Who's number 1?
It doesn't matter. It's just not Bono.
Oh, Brojo, can you give me a wrench in YouTube? Because I want to.
Are you having some problems out there?
Yeah, I want to put a link in.
Okay. Let me see. Where can I find you? Where are you? Simon, you got to put a comment because I don't see your.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Can I? Okay, there we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh yeah, Stan. Because I know you were. Yeah. Stan Amon. That's I forgot. I have to redo the mods now with doing hangouts on this channel now. Serb. Ronan. You're mod. Victor, can I trust you as a mod?
Yeah, bro.
And I know St. Tommy, he always says, don't make me mod, because he says he could be tempted to do shit. So I won't make you mod, St. Tommy, if it's going to lead you to evil acts. Okay, that should cover. Only refresh my page, make sure everybody's covered. Oh, it's not coming up. How come? How come I'm not seeing wrenches?
I don't know. It looks like I got mine. So I think it took.
Okay, let me see. Let me refresh again. Interesting. Refresh again. Uh-oh, I'm hearing echo again. Whose mic's open?
Oh, sorry.
I'm not seeing the wrenches in the YouTube. That is strange.
I've got a wrench here. Just put up a comment and it's got a wrench on it.
It might take time for it to go through all the servers to kick everybody in. Replication.
I don't know. They see the blue wrench on theirs. I'm not seeing it on my screen.
What about the comment I just put up?
Let me see. Okay, now I see it. Okay, maybe that's it. You have to put. All right. Now I see the link and everything. All right, went through. I'm not sure, Serb or Stan. If you want to just put something in there, I want to make sure.
Okay, let me get back there.
All right.
Oh, that's fantastic. We put them
Who is that?
Getting on the 10 albums out of the.
Time out. I don't know if he meant to leave that on. I don't know. All right. Okay. I think we fixed that.
All right, I'm back. I had to put my kid to bed.
Okay, very good. So well, we can do pretty much a lot of the same old here. So I'm going to go to our beloved Drudge Report and see what kind of clickbait news we can get up. What do you think?
Clickbait news at the Brogo Show.
Talk about the.
Thank you, Simon. We got to do like a little.
Did you guys talk about the Golden Globes?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about the Golden Globes.
Oh,
he means your testicles.
You want to talk about the Golden Globe? I didn't see it. I heard Gervais made some comments. He really pissed some people off.
Again?
I can't imagine. Does anybody even watch that anymore? I mean, is it even relevant?
Well, that's what he was saying, that it's not relevant. And he called them a bunch of pedophiles, amongst other things.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never watched those award shows. The only ones is usually the Grammys I'll watch, because I want to see the performances.
Mm-hmm. MTV Music Awards.
When it was about music.
I just hold like an awards show at my house. Give out little plastic things. What do they get? Do they get a Golden Globe?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, aren't the Oscars supposed to be gold?
Yeah. I think most of them are gold.
Mm-hmm.
Is that straight gold? Like solid gold?
Only the Jews know.
I mean, we are talking about the Jews here. It's probably gold plated, right?
Only Weinstein knows.
Right.
Oh yeah, Weinstein's got it.
But though for the award show, they only using one trophy. They're accepting the trophy, and then it just keeps getting rotated during the show.
Is that like to like? Is that a message to everyone to recycle or something?
You don't have all that gold in one spot at one time, so you kind of get
China's got it all, dude.
They ship it to you,
They ship people all the gold to China.
Yeah, they're made in China. underneath the Oscar. Oscar's made in China.
can't wait till they go away. Hopefully, we will make Hollywood irrelevant. So then they'll stop diddling kids.
I don't think it'll be you. It'll be China.
Hopefully. Well, they'll just pander to China. They're already doing it now, dude.
No, China will buy them out.
They anything that comes out of Hollywood now, it's for China or for like 14-year-old little boys or girls, dude. You want to watch an action Marvel movie? You want to watch something about what fucking, I don't know, something stupid, whatever little girls like, dude. I don't know, fucking periods or something. I don't know what girls like, dude.
Some retarded with furries in it.
Yeah, like
some animals talking.
I don't know, some dumb shit, dude.
Yeah,
I don't pay attention to it half the time, but it's not made for like normal people, dude. There's no stories. When was the last time you saw a movie?
There's no structure to it. It's just crazy.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, Hollywood, they like the pussy, don't they?
I remember going to the movies, and you would go see a shitty movie, and it would have a plot.
Mm.
It would have actors and actresses, right? It would have a main actor and a main actress, right? And then they would perform a plot with a bunch of supporting actors and actresses that probably went to school for it, you know.
And they deal with subject matter or something kind of important to that day.
You can't afford a plot.
It could be anything, right? I'm trying to think of like really stupid movies with a dumb plot that are way better than any fucking piece of garbage out now, dude. Like When Harry Met Sally or fucking Super Mario Brothers, dude. The movie is way better than any fucking retarded ass Avenger movie, dude. I'm trying to think what else.
Any Avenger movie, really?
Dude, any movie before 2000. Uncle Buck is better than
That's a good movie.
movies, dude. Terminator 2. Remember that movie? That was a great movie, dude.
That was good.
Remember Kindergarten Cop?
Yep.
That was
It's not a tumor.
that was the worst fucking plot ever in a fucking movie. But it was entertaining.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Hold on.
Oh, that reminds me. Has anyone seen the new Rambo?
No, didn't even know there was one out.
Yeah, okay.
Well, there's a cave over this way.
And I don't. Apparently, Star Wars is doing pretty well. Even though initially I heard a lot of people. I'm not a Star Wars fan. Thought it sucked. A lot of people thought they didn't like it. Stan Ulch is back. He was watching the Pentagon briefing. What's going on? Got a link or something, Stan? Curious. Any new update?
I didn't see your new Star Wars. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's new series coming out. I heard called it
I saw The
Iran.
Mandalorian. I saw a couple episodes of that. I got Disney Plus for like a couple months, and I didn't like The Mandalorian, and I'm a Star Wars fan. I didn't like that, so I'm doubting the new movie is going to be good, dude.
Well, I seen the new one. It's okay. I like the new one better than the last one, by quite a bit. I didn't like the last one at all.
I mean, you could have had like Darth Vader take a flaming shit on camera, and it probably would have been better than the last one, dude.
Took it on Han Solo's chest.
If he did it all with the Force, dude, it would have been way better.
I like the Mandalorian
Yeah,
because I like spaghetti westerns.
the turd would have turned around and went,
Very well.
your father.
For a spaghetti western, dude, it's decent, right? It's a decent spaghetti western, but it doesn't have the epicness of the Star Wars. It's a tale. I don't know.
Yeah, it's something that happens in the Star Wars universe, but really it's a spaghetti western in space.
Yeah, it reminds me of, it's just like the animated, things that they did. It's kind of cool, but it's not really Star Wars. Maybe except for the Clone Wars, the animated one, that was actually pretty good, I think. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that was pretty good. But for an animated thing, but I don't know. There's no real story. It's just Baby Yoda and fucking shooting. Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda's cute, right? I mean, it's a cool gimmick. It's all right. It's all right.
Still a lot of toys.
Yeah.
It's an all right series. It's better than any of the last like 3 movies they've come out. Like, it's better than most of the modern Star Wars, but it's like
the latest Star Wars movie.
Dude, Mandalorian is better than the latest one and the last couple movies, dude.
Oh.
But
I haven't seen anyone. Like I said,
but it's not Star Wars. Like Serb said, it's a spaghetti western. If you're into the spaghetti westerns, it's cool.
I'm going to see them in order. So I'm going to watch the the Return of the Empire or something.
You got to watch the 4th one first. 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3.
I'm on to number 2 now. Sorry, dude.
You're on 2 on the Clone War.
No, Return of the Empire or something. Return of the
Empire
Jedi.
Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back, maybe.
Oh, if you want to watch them in like chronological order, you got to watch the second 3 first, because they came before the first 3.
Yeah, it's a New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, or the original.
Yeah, those are 4, 5, and 6.
One every 20 years, and I'm on number 3, and I'm on number 2 now. Number 3. Sorry, number 3.
Wasn't there like originally only supposed to be 9 movies?
There originally was only going to be 1 movie.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I believe there are 9 books, though. Yeah.
9 books. But we're beyond 9 movies now, aren't we?
Yeah. We got the prequel for Han Solo and then Rogue One, right? So that, I guess that's 11.
You're a big Star Wars fan, sir?
I like Star Wars, but you're not going to get me to dress up and go out and do things.
Yeah. Come on, you want to put that Darth Vader costume on?
I like Star Trek too, but I'm not such a fan that I won't make the joke of switching the names when I'm talking to other nerds just to upset them.
I can't wait for the Jar Jar Binks sequel. That's the one I'm waiting for.
I want them to make a Jar Jar Binks movie that reveals he's a secret Sith Lord.
Christmas special.
Mm.
Yeah, does that count as a movie?
What?
The Christmas special.
I didn't even know there was one.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Yeah. That was corny as hell. I remember watching that when I was a kid.
It was so bad. It was so bad. Yeah. Lucas said he would pay for if he could, he would pay for every copy of it in existence and burn it.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Dutch Report on the Brojo Show.
Clickbait.
Did we leave the lyrics without me paying attention?
What?
I was wondering when we lost lyrics. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
he said he was making too much noise.
Oh. Kid.
Yeah, guess so. Okay, so first thingy. First report.
Yeah, what's catching your eye there? Because I see we got. Oh my god,
bro.
What's that?
We're going to war, bro.
Going to war. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit before. Do you have any thoughts about that?
Well, let's see what the article says first.
Which where is it now? Because Weinstein has
in the middle.
Where was it now?
Go down a bit.
Iran military displaying heightened state of readiness. Is that what you want to look at?
Well, I said that we're going to war, bro.
Am I fucking blind? Complete coincidental Air Force launches 52 fighter jets in training exercise?
No, there's literally
Going to war, bro.
bro.
There it is. We're going to war, bro. Fort Bragg's 82nd Airborne deploys to the Middle East. As of 17:15 GMT. Now, what time is that here? Don't even know. Anyway, for many of the soldiers, it will be their first mission. They packed up ammunition and rifles, placed last-minute calls to loved ones, and turned in their cell phones. Some gave blood. The 600 mostly young soldiers at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, were headed for the Middle East, part of a group of 3,500 U.S. paratroopers ordered to the region. Kuwait is the first stop for many. Their final destinations are classified. We're going to war, bro, one cheered, holding 2 thumbs up and sporting a grin under close, shorn red hair. He stood among dozens of soldiers loading trucks outside a cinder block building, housing several auditoriums with long benches and tables. Days after Trump ordered the drone killing of Iranian military commander, how you pronounce this guy's name again? Qasem Soleimani?
Saruman. Saruman, is it?
Soleimani?
Sorry. Saruman.
What? It looks like Soleimani. I don't know. Raising fears of fresh conflict in the Middle East, the men and women of the U.S. Army storied 82nd Airborne Division are moving out in the largest fast deployment since the 2010 Haiti earthquake. I'm not going to read all this, obviously. Give me a little taste there.
Yeah. It's okay. They'll draft Steve McRae and we'll all be safe. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, he'll show them how a new school graduate fights.
Had to sneak McRae in there somehow, right?
So I guess General Wesley Clark was right. There you go. Should have believed him from the very beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say about this article. I'm silent. I don't know. War makes money, I guess, right?
When the bodies start coming back.
Okay. Good. Okay, well, at least you'd be ready.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned.
So does anyone remember what General Wesley Clark said back in 2004?
Was it? Wait a minute. Is this the same thing where he had there was a whole list of countries that were they were supposed to take care of?
There were. Well, I guess the original plan would have been 5 years, but there were 7 countries that there was a plan to war for: Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Iran. If Iran happens, then all of them's happened. And pretty much only they've happened.
I thought North Korea wasn't part of that list.
No.
I don't know why I thought North Korea was part of that list.
And there's nothing in North Korea.
Oh wait, maybe I'm getting confused with the what was it? Bush's what was it? That triad of evil. What do you call that again?
The axis of evil.
Axis of evil. Yeah, North Korea was part of that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The axis of evil.
So many bad guys. Now I just hate everybody.
Yeah, it was predicted by Billie Eilish.
Canada is moving troops from Iraq to Kuwait, apparently. I know there's a joke there somewhere.
There's like a billion of them, but they're all kind of the same joke.
The military has about 500 Canadian soldiers in Iraq, mainly to help train local forces to fight ISIL. Thank you. That's a joke. I'm sorry. I don't want this to Canadian. Sorry. I know because they would kick my ass.
Now make sure you yell "I'm sorry" right before every trigger pull.
So they're training the local forces. So if shit's not getting done there with ISIL, now they're calling them ISIL, right? We're back to ISIL. We went from ISIS now back to ISIL. What is ISIS is even in existence anymore? I haven't heard anything about ISIS lately in the news.
Kind of, yeah.
Are they ISIL now?
Not really. Although I would say they're basically the same thing.
Yeah.
ISIL's more like a movement than it is like a terrorist organization, although they are very terrorist-like.
I can't help getting that. Every time I think of ISIS, I think of those pictures they used to show us, with the line of brand new Toyota trucks, and they're all on them, and I'm like thinking to myself, how come we never questioned Toyota about this? You remember those pictures?
Yeah, they're always in the little cheap, the cheap one. Toyota's Japanese, but there are some other ones. I think one time I saw a Nissan truck. There are always these cheap Asian trucks with like their makeshift mounted machine gun in the back.
Yeah.
Did anyone hear that the military is trying to switch over to 6.8?
6.8?
Yeah, instead of 5.56. No, okay. Caliber.
Oh,
well, yeah, 6.8 millimeter.
Guess not.
It's military.
Military. Anything we should be concerned about?
About that? No, not really.
Just deadly.
I mean, if you're when they finally succeed in switching it over, if you have any 5.56 guns, you could probably get a bunch of ammunition real cheap.
Hmm.
What kind of round does an AR-15 take?
That's 5.56. No, well, kind of.
Mr. William Freeman is in the chat in the US. I haven't seen his face in months. Get your ass in here, Mr. Freeman.
You will.
See how he's doing. Oh, there he is. Device not connected. Let's see. We'll give us a mic check. Looks like you're buffering.
Maybe that's just his picture.
That's his avatar. That would be a cool looking avatar.
Yeah,
William. Yeah, he's buffering. It's that fucking hick Wi-Fi. So my Wi-Fi is bad. Get out of the trailer park. Or refresh, bro. Maybe you have to refresh because I'm not hearing you or anything.
That hamster's overworked.
Lulu, you still with us? Lulu. Okay. Because,
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
Just listening to the Sausage Fest.
I hear you.
I'm trying to find a matching a sock.
I just gonna make sure.
Okay.
Unlike Hangouts where we were able to have like 10 people in the room, you can only have 6 here.
I have to walk my dog soon anyway, so.
No, I just want to make sure you were, still logged in and stuff. I didn't hear.
I'm here. If you need to, if you want me to leave for somebody else, that's fine too, because I have to walk my dog.
Yeah, right now we're good. For now,
okay.
All right, let's try Freeman again. Okay, there's he's on number 6 guy. Come on, William.
Yeah. Yeah, can you hear me?
There we go.
There we go.
Hey.
What's up, guys?
You sound like you're in a tin can a little bit, but that's okay.
All right, is that any better?
I can hear you though.
Well, shit.
What's up, bro? Happy New Year.
Well, same to you. Haven't talked to you guys in it's been about a year, right?
It's been months.
It's been a while.
Where have you been? Where have you been?
Where have I been? That's tough to. I'm not gonna talk about that on air.
Off air, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't go to jail, if that's what you're wondering, though.
Well, that's good. Glad you're not in jail. I'm glad you're okay.
Was it silver poisoning?
No.
Did you turn blue?
Yeah, we've needed you, William. We've needed you badly. There's a guy called Carl Curtis, and he's chasing down.
William was on tour with the Blue Man Group.
I am
saving a lot of money on makeup. All you had to do is take that colloidal silver.
Well, it's good to be back.
Yeah, good to have you, man. Good. I'm glad you got. Is it like a slow time for you? Or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's slow for me right now. I'm actually just breaking out my old equipment and setting it back up, and so I saw that y'all had something going on and thought I'd try it out. I'm gonna have to find a different headset though.
Yeah. If you haven't noticed, I moved over to my original channel, so this is where we're gonna be doing the chats now. So, yes, please, everybody, rate, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good bullshit.
That's probably why I saw it this time, because I've subscribed to your channel from years back. Oh. I never see anything from it until tonight. I saw a set reminder.
So you missed all the shit from the newer channel. You missed all that stuff.
Yeah. I didn't know there was that's how long it's been.
Yeah. Fucking cool.
But you'd be glad to know that your reminder, it said, it popped up in my homepage and said set reminder. Sure.
Okay.
Set the reminder, and there you were.
Oh, good. All right. I'm glad you're still getting a note.
I'm glad you went back to your original channel. I was like, cool. And I was like, what's the other channel?
It was just called Brother John.
Yeah. Well,
and I started that channel years ago because when Google took over YouTube, and then they were asking everybody had to have a Gmail at that point.
Yeah. Me too.
Right. And it screwed up my Hangout, so I had to start a new channel. But then, I don't know, for whatever videos I put up here, it's been gaining subscribers without even doing anything. And it's my first YouTube channel, so there's some sentimental value there too, Yeah. Got some history on
sentimental value, because I remember, like, you were the first person I watched on. No, well, there was a Nadia Hangout. For about a year, I thought that the Hangouts were like, I didn't know where they were taking place. was like magical on the YouTube, like behind a curtain or something. I don't know where everybody was at, and then I discovered Google Plus. I like everybody else, I had to sign up for it, right? But I didn't know what it was. And then your show was the second thing I ever watched on Google Plus.
Oh, cool.
With Lucifer, remember?
Yeah, Nadia was like the fucking gatekeeper, huh? She kind of opened up shit for the debate.
24/7, man.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Whatever happened to Lucifer?
Don't know.
Then you had the Stickum days. Them Stickum.
No.
Yeah. No?
Wasn't Jello there?
Yes. Jello was there.
I was never there. Like Google Plus was my first interaction with the atheist community, basically on YouTube.
Right.
But I've been watching like since 2007 and 8, whatever. So I remember those rainy days.
My first interaction with the community was I sent a message to Aaron Ra on a forum post that he was wrong. Come at me, bro.
Okay. And still today. Well, I guess I have to admit, like, I think that Lucifer was the first person. Yeah, the first person I talked to in a hangout.
Wow.
Yeah, it intrigued me. So.
Yeah.
She got tricked by the devil.
I miss Lucifer. You miss Lucifer, Lulu?
I fucking miss Lucifer. Yes.
I miss Lucifer.
I do.
Wish Lucifer come back. Maybe he'll come back before Jesus does.
Yeah, maybe. Probably has to raise a few. Anyway. Well, now I'm all depressed because there's no Lucifer anymore. About a year ago, I rewatched that original Nadia hangout that he appeared in. Man.
Speaking of Lucifer, I got so much catching up on to do on the series, aren't they? They're doing 5th and final season, right? I think.
Oh, that show. Yeah, I don't know. I watched the first season.
Oh.
They're bringing in God or something like that again.
That's so stupid.
They did have God on one day, right? One episode.
That sounds so funny. When I watched the first couple episodes and he was like a detective Lucifer solving crimes or something, that was fucking stupid. So I stopped watching it.
Oh,
was it good?
I got a kick out of it. I like the show.
I like it.
I just finished Mr. Robot, so then that made me cry and laugh, and then cry again, and then laugh again. Like, oh, the ending was so good. So that's one of my favorites. Mr. Robot.
The detective. I was going to say the detective stuff in Lucifer really isn't the main point of the show. It's mostly watching the devil not quite know how to handle himself correctly.
Oh, awkward Lucifer.
Yeah, that's kind of the big drive of the show.
Well, like I watched
the
first episode, but I'm sure that there's like story arcs and all that shit. But I don't know. It just seemed when Lucifer disappeared off Google Plus, then I was done with the show.
Yeah.
I can only watch so many series at once anyway. Maybe
if we pray hard enough, Lulu.
We have to chant.
Come back.
Chant. What is it like from the devil is my pal. The devil is good. The devil is my pal. Come on, everybody. Devil is good.
So William Freeman, what's any thoughts on this killing the general there in Iran? What, anything on that? That's kind of the last big topic we were talking about. William, you're muted.
Oh, sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
I hear you.
Okay, that's good. I'm having some technical difficulties. Can you hear me now?
I hear you. You still sound like you're in a tin can. I hear you.
The war, I don't know. I think we ought to just do strategic drone strikes and get all our troops and shit out and just let it all implode. That's what I think. Was there more to the question? I don't know.
No, I guess.
I mean, I'm not pleased that we're getting involved over there, but it was a strategic target. I get it.
I don't get it.
So you think we should take all our military out of the Middle East? I mean,
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
All over the world, in fact.
I hear you. I am
Places that the Gervais doesn't even know about. You don't even know how many we have. How about we just bring them all home?
I hear you. I am mostly a not, I don't want to be, not, I want to be not, non-interventionist. But don't you think just for our own security, we need bases in certain strategic areas?
Well,
like which ones?
Like everything that was a sweeping statement of mine. Of course, there's nuances, there's details, there's stuff. But in the end, we are not going to be non-interventionists. We never have been. And we haven't had an intervention that has gone good for the local people. And, it would be nice to, pack it up, okay? Empire days and interventionist days over, and we can protect ourselves and security and even security of our allies, but we don't need 200 plus bases all over the world. So that's my opinion.
Okay. So if you would have asked me this question before I was born, but if I was like an adult, right, you could actually ask me, I would say, yeah, we shouldn't have any troops over there. But since we've already been fucking around over there for such a long time, I think we should start at one end of the Middle East, give everyone shovels, and dig to the other side and let the ocean fill it in and call it Lake America.
I'm open to that.
Sounds cool.
That sounds like something Trump might.
Yeah, and you could leave Israel.
Call it Trump land. Just stick it there.
I'll surf that ocean.
You could leave Turkey and Egypt and Israel, right? You could have a little coastline island kind of thing.
Oh, that's too funny.
So, Serb,
Hmm?
what are your thoughts on Tulsi Gabbard? Figured y'all might line up a little closer than.
We're doing a big jump here now.
I mean, I like Tulsi Gabbard.
Why?
Why don't
She's
you?
really hot for starters.
Hot.
Well, I mean, as
You're in a
domestically
bikini.
and socially, she's not a progressive. She's talked about in non-interventionist, but she's supported every war and every action and every drone strike that we've had. She's voted for that way. She supports Modi and dictators all around the world. So that was one. Those are a couple reasons why I don't like her. Why do you like her?
I like her because she isn't Hillary Clinton.
Yes, okay.
No, I actually like her because okay, I wouldn't say she's like Bernie Sanders.
No.
But between Bernie Sanders and a more run-of-the-mill Republican candidate, she's somewhere in the middle there. So if she won, I would find it agreeable if she became president. She's not who I voted for.
Of course. Yes, I would be fine that she was president. But since we're in the primaries, and she mentioned non-interventionist like a couple times in the previous primary, and boom, people go crazy and they stick to her, and it doesn't matter. Like none of her, nobody looks into the issues that the policies she supports, and they're democratic, neoliberal bullshit, but they're not progressive. So, and she's not a non-interventionist either.
Yeah, the only thing I know for sure is I've always liked Bernie Sanders, and I want Yang to be vice president.
Oh, that would be great.
No.
That would be great because that would put him out of doing any harm to anybody. As vice president. First of all, they have to get his picture right on MSNBC because they just picked, they had the graphic of the primary candidates, and under Yang was another Gang, just any old Gang. It wasn't his picture. It was so bad.
I take it William doesn't like
a good combo, but he won't do it. He's gonna pick a one.
What's that?
I said I take it William doesn't like the free money.
No, hell no, I don't.
No, he has a terrible. His plan for that is a terrible one, and he says his intention with that with that is to get rid of the social welfare state. And yeah, he would do it under his the tax plan that he has for it and so on. It's a terrible way of doing it. It's not the way that it's been tested over here either. You know, he wants to put it on a sales tax to pay for it. That's the most regressive tax that affects the poor way more than the rich.
Yeah, actually, I kind of like the program. I just don't like the tax he's going to.
Yes, exactly. And also, he's you know, if you want his program, then you would have to give up all your any benefits that you might have. And he says very plain up front, like, and that's my way of getting rid of the welfare state. But that is not the way that it has been. Like, it's been tested in a few European cities. I'm not really sure of the results of that test because I don't believe that it will ever happen. But it's not laid out.
I'm sorry. I'm just quickly glancing over Tulsi's record of voting. And she either did not vote or she voted yes. So anything she wanted to vote against, she doesn't seem like she voted against anything or no.
So that's what I said. She hasn't met an intervention or drone strike that she doesn't love.
Well, I'm not looking. Here we go. National Defense Authorization Act in July 2019. She did not vote.
Okay, real quick, is William trying to talk?
Oh yeah, you're coming in so low, William.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right, I'll work on that. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not
here. I thought you were in the background of someone else.
Yeah. Yeah, try refreshing or I mean, because I've had some issues with the settings, the mic settings and the camera settings. So yeah, check your settings and stuff.
Will do.
You need to give your hamster another dose of meth.
Just a light dusting.
Move the rabbit ears.
I think what Silver said about Tulsi Gabbard is the perfect explanation, the perfect answer. She's not Hillary Clinton because that's when she came to front and center by supporting Bernie Sanders, and now she is running now. But yeah, Hillary Clinton is in the race. And I have nightmare visions of Biden winning the nomination and then the debate stage. It'll be like two old daughters, the debate of the daughters, right? They're just going to wander around the stage. You won't be able to finish a sentence. And we're so doomed.
I'm sorry, Lulu, but yeah, it's funny. I pulled this one up. This is, she did not vote on this act. This is a National Defense Authorization Act. And part of this act it says it prohibits any federal funding from being used for any military force in or against Iran unless Congress has either declared war or enacted specific statutory authorization for such use of military force after the date of this act's enactment that meets the requirements of the War Powers Resolution. So, yeah, she didn't vote. She didn't vote yes. I mean, like I said, but she didn't show up for the vote anyway to prohibit it either. So it's, yeah.
In other words, she didn't take a stand. She didn't have an ideology. She didn't have she didn't have she didn't have a foundation about that. You know, the War Powers Act, Congress has pushed out on the fucking wars. It's their duty. And what Trump did, he was supposed to get, he should have authorization from Congress. Congress gave up that power that they have in the Constitution a long, long time ago. They're too cowardly to pick it back up. You know, it's like that's what the War Powers Authorization is about. It's like, oh, let the president decide. When it's their duty to decide. War is what the fucking Congress is supposed to declare war, or approve war actions and so on and so forth. But yeah,
this vote,
and she doesn't show up to vote.
I'm very disappointed in this vote here. I'm seeing the nay votes, which are, all these Republicans. I mean, of course, I understand. We all say they're more pro-war, whatever. But
isn't it weird how we could allow a president who's under some type of impeachment or some type of trial undergoing still has the right to go ahead and just pretty much declare a war?
That's a really good point.
Like Gervais was saying, I don't know.
What does that got to do with it?
In certain instances, he does have the power to do that.
Right? No,
he's been accused of some shit, dude.
Emergency.
Oh, here we go. William. Yeah, William.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. But if you're being accused of something, then as a normal citizen, what your rights are probably restricted or limited.
Okay,
right?
V, I'm accusing you of touching kids inappropriately. Now, what does that change in your life right now?
Well,
you're not a government.
Yeah, so
it doesn't matter. It's still an accusation, and it's unfounded until you actually. It's not like you're being detained. I can accuse anyone of anything.
Well, that could be a defamation.
But this is more than just a neighbor thing. This is like
something like that.
Yeah,
something a lot more major than that. This is in the public eye. This is more national. This is
no, William's right here. William is dead right.
I agree with William.
Until the guy gets convicted, it's as if it never happened. Innocent until proven guilty, right?
Yeah.
This is not a criminal trial. It's not a criminal proceeding.
Right.
For one.
I agree with William just because it's actually too easy to start impeachment. Right. So if that's going to be when you get rid of their power, right, you're essentially not going to have any president from here on out having power ever. Right. If that's how you want to play it. So you can't play it like that.
Right. Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, the president does have the right to start a war.
No, he doesn't. The right to the power to declare war is with Congress.
There's an act. There's the War Powers Act.
Right, unless you can show an imminent threat.
This depends.
Yeah, but that's not like that is a special circumstance. But to declare, say, on Iran, they're not an imminent threat, and the War Powers Act gives the president that power. But in the Constitution, it doesn't say anything about if you don't like having the power to declare war, Congress. Well, then you can just give it over to the executive. No,
when was the last war that we got permission from Congress for?
World War II. If
okay.
It might be World War II. Yeah, it wasn't Korea. That was an action. So was Vietnam.
But these are still wars, whether you call them actions or not.
Yeah, I know, but they call them actions so that they don't have to go to Congress to get.
I'm pretty sure Congress gave permission for Korea, and they also gave permission for Iraq.
They gave
the president options, right? And he chose. So they're already approved because options were given to the president to choose from, and he chose that one. So they already ran through the Pentagon and everything, right? They're just waiting for his approval.
Well, the Iraq one, basically, the Iraq one's in a weird place. But for example, the way the powers work, that the president, with good reason, can pick a fight or invade or do a police action, but he has limited troops, limited supplies, and unlimited time. So what's been happening over the last few conflicts is the president starts it, and then within that amount of time, Congress comes along and goes, "Oh, okay, keep on going." Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's been a very long. How it works. Yeah, it's been a very long time since Congress started it. Essentially,
if there's a war like World War. The president can say, look, I want to go to Europe and fight Hitler. Let's do this thing, right? And then he goes to the Congress and they vote, say, okay, let's do this thing. That's not supposed to work. Congress made the War Powers Act and said, we don't want to be on record about voting for any wars ever, right? So here, president, you do it. That's basically what that is. It's very simplified and there's all these details, I know. But Congress, I love how they can pick and choose what their constitutional duties are. We can impeach, only we can impeach, but only we can declare war, but we don't want to do that anymore. Anyways, fuck the founding fathers, fuck the Constitution. Yeah, it's time. It's done. It's done. It's done. Its time is done. It's time.
Well, the big thing is the Trump factor. I mean, how many times have we, invaded or taken out somebody or put somebody in, and we really didn't care too much about it? It's the popular opinion of the president is really what's kind of like setting everything kind of
yeah, it's very powerful position.
Astray.
Yeah, I mean, he has a huge, giant, oversized bully puppet, and yeah, that's why individual senators and so on don't, they don't have the same size bully puppet. They don't have the same presence. And oh my God, the presence of America now is Donald Trump.
I mean, Trump just comes across as just a pompous, arrogant asshole and businessman type tactic. So when something like this comes around, it's kind of shocking to some people.
Okay,
really? People are shocked by this?
Well, hold on a second. I want to make sure. William, I think you still have an issue with your mic.
Yeah, can you hear me any better?
Now, yeah,
you're good.
I hear you now. No, because I thought I was like hearing a noise of plug, plugging, pumping it in and out or something.
Oh yeah, I would mute from time to time.
Okay.
Keep from saying whatever it is I was thinking.
All right. And we might have a little bit of lag, but let's try to.
Good advice.
We might have a little bit of lag, but let's just try to let everybody finish their thought. All right. William, you had something you wanted to say?
I'm just saying, we're talking about leaders here, and you're not going to have a good leader that's not a bit arrogant. I haven't seen that yet. I mean, who's going to follow somebody that doesn't exude confidence? All right, but when he's an asshole, I'll admit he's a fucking asshole. I know a lot of assholes, so I can identify him. I'm an asshole. But what has he done that has damaged our country right now? I mean, if he's such a bad guy, tell me what he's done that has damaged America. Go ahead.
Well, one instance would be his racism and hatred towards other races, where he invoked a shooting in El Paso. The guy even named it, because of Trump influenced him to do so. So that's not good.
Okay, no, wait. All right, now substantiate it. Now he's causing racist incidents. What did he do to cause another person to act against a race he didn't like?
What did Charles Manson do to get people to kill for him without just saying a couple of words? It's the same thing. He spent his life in prison for suggesting, some rich people should be killed for what they've done. And
so you're saying that Trump is far from stupid, that he actually has mind control over people and is making them act racially.
He has not mind control, but as he speaks plainly and simply, the people that take it there and below just kind of shows how plain and simple a lot of the U.S. or the public, or I guess you could say the voting.
The irony of what you're saying, the irony of what you're saying is staggering. When his enemies are the left, and the left tends to be heterophobic, Christiophobic, bigoted towards white people, and especially straight white males. And it's open to the point that Jussie Smollett is doing the most ridiculous little fucking fuck white people, false flag bullshit. And so let's not pretend that this is from Trump.
You're right. You're right. But the thing is, things are so divided right now to where it's not what is right or wrong. It's what's right or left.
Okay. But yeah, exactly.
What my team wants, I don't care if I disagree with one or two things. I have to go with my team. Well, that's kind of silly. That's kind of a.
Yeah, okay. I want to be fair here, Vic. Yeah, to be fair, unless Trump is saying, go out and kill these people out in the street and stuff. I mean, you're going to, what am I saying? You're going to strap people down to not be able to say anything, any politician say anything, because anything could be taken in a way and to do violent act towards someone else.
Well, the thing is, it did cause a violent act towards other people, and it was pretty much stated that it was influenced by Trump. That's the thing. It did happen. It's not a what if, it did happen.
Okay, so all right, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brojo.
No, I was just saying if it's anything short of someone actually saying to go out and do something, then again, you're looking to tie hands of people to say anything, because
I don't think it's not.
Bush says the axis of evil is, and one of the axes of evil, and we're talking about is
when you label a certain people or culture as rapists and all MS-13, and they're gonna kill you and rape your children, that incites fear into people, and that's invoking fear. That's terrorism in a way when you incite fear into somebody where they have to take action.
Lying? Is he lying? What does MS-13 do? They don't rape people and kill people?
There's a very, very small percentage of a Mexican gang that's mainly in Mexico. He's making it sound like they're in your backyard, man.
Well, I would like them to stay in fucking Mexico. That would be great if they would just stay in Mexico.
But they're not fearing you, Patty Wan.
Vic, what I'm hearing you say is that you're frustrated with the polarization because it's dividing people and they're clashing. Because
no, I'm not frustrated at all. I'm just bringing it up. It's interesting. Yeah.
You know, I don't know how you get. I don't know how you get that Trump is influencing, but I'm going to grant you.
Oh, it's saying the audience.
I'm going to grant you that one because I want to proceed on with where we were going with this. I'm going to grant you that Trump's personality causes conflict amongst.
Thank you, sir.
All right, now the next bit of damage to the country.
That's all.
Did you just call me as a white power?
Damage to the country. There's lies. It's obvious.
How about prison reform? Is that not a big deal?
Politicians do.
What about prison reform? Is that not a big deal?
I don't see any change in any prison reform. I don't see them executing murderers and rapists like they should be doing. I don't see it going my way. No.
Okay.
So you want to execute rapists?
Murderers, rapists. I mean, if they're convicted for what they've done, it's a crime, and they harm somebody in doing it. Yeah, man. You gotta breed the planet. It's like breeding dogs.
You do realize, Vic, to put even somebody into a death penalty. I mean, that takes years to do.
I know it's sad, right? It should be quicker than that. You think?
Well, so what do you want?
No, I mean, I'm for that quick justice too. But also, you got trials and appeals.
Oh, I mean, it has to be like if it's obviously done, there's so much evidence stacked against somebody, just kill them. But if they need, some kind of defense where there was a possibility where they might have not been there, then okay.
Yeah, you really want to.
But I mean, you got to take away all their privileges in prison. You guys give them bread and water in a single little cell. They just stand there by themselves until they rot.
It ain't no joke, man. It's right? Not too soft in there. So anyway, okay, so we've got that he causes divide, and what about, I mean, has he done anything good? I mean, you mentioned hate and stuff like that being stirred up. Has he done something?
Yeah, he beefed up and gave a lot more money to the military, which we're going to need now since we're probably going to be going into another war.
What about the whole North Korea thing? And they're not.
He fell in love. He fell in love with Un because of his beautiful letter.
There was this huge fear that there was going to be war with North Korea in 2015 and 16, and what happened with that? Now it's
never got a vibe like that
because we're not fucking fighting him.
Once Dennis Rodman made friends with them, everything's cool.
Thank God for Dennis Rodman, right?
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, he laid it all out. He's good.
And that's when they start
exchanging cultures.
I'm a little confused by the LGBT community, saying that he's homophobic. Well, I don't think we've ever had a more, aside from Obama, a more like
representative of the United States
community, huh?
Like representative of the United States in North Korea, Dennis Rodman. Yeah, he's got to be like pro, all that tranny stuff, right? All that bi crazy sex. Pee in your poop.
I can't fuck with you, V. Anyway, I don't think he's done any harm. I think the economy speaks for itself. Unemployment is just so low.
Well, he didn't bring back any of the automotive industry, like he's talking about, or saying he's going to bring business back to U.S. because that's what sold me. That's why I voted for him.
Does he not have opposition? I mean, is there
coal jobs? What about the coal jobs? Yay, coal jobs!
Right, and is there not opposition against everything that he does? I mean, his entire first term has just been embattled because of all the bullshit. Even his nominees for the Supreme Court, the ridiculous, slanderous behavior, these adult tantrums that are going on. I don't think I've ever seen a president have to wade through so much bullshit, So I honestly, I don't even think he's had a fair shake at it because he can't get much passed through Congress.
Well, if he go ahead and cause a military strike like this, he could have done something else if he wanted to. Or they could have went against him any kind of way they wanted to. But if he would have got something out there and the people would have liked it, they would have went with it.
Don't worry, William.
He's not much of a revolutionary. He's just kind of just another guy.
But no,
Tried.
that's not true. It's not like if the people would like it, they go along with it. You have people that are dedicated and have been dedicated since before he was actually elected to getting him impeached and attacking everything that he does, to the point where they're saying he's putting children in cages at the border and using pictures from Obama's term.
Yeah.
All right. It's just been nothing but just bullshit. The media has been so against anything Trump, even all conservatives, like the Catholic school kid, Sanderman or whatever his name is. He's got a MAGA hat on. The Indian dude's beating the drum in his face. The Hebrew Israelites are provoking the shit. But the bad guy in all this turns out, to be the Indian dude who lied about the whole thing. And the Hebrew Israelites, not the Catholic kid who didn't do anything but smirk. Right. But you saw how people were talking about punching this kid in the face. So if you want to talk about mind control in the masses, that's the liberal media causing the divide.
But it goes both ways. It goes both ways, man. It's slander. It's just throwing shit at each other. It's a bunch of fucking monkeys up there just tossing shit at each other, not caring about what's better. Just going to what
Vic, I'm a level with you. Okay.
Yeah.
As a white guy, it's constant everywhere I turn around. White guys are bad.
White. Are you still pretending to be white?
I know. Here we go again. Okay. I'm a darker skinned white guy. How about that? Whatever.
But why label yourself like that?
Yeah. I'm
Did you ever own a slave?
So
did you ever own a slave?
No. So
why you call yourself a white guy? Like exactly. Plantation? I mean,
but what I'm saying is everywhere you turn, white guys are responsible for everything. White guys are the problem, and everybody else can talk shit except for white people. White people can't say shit.
Oh no, white people talk shit all the time. They just can't say it in the public, out in the open against other people. If you catch white people in a garage or in a setting, there's flies.
Hey, let's do the racism, please.
Oh, I love racism.
No, I'm into it too. I think it's great.
We're all racist.
No, what? Rapists?
Racist.
You did not say that. You said rapists.
Wait, does date rape count?
No.
Never mind.
No. So, I mean, but that's what I'm saying.
I can think of some damage, William.
What's that?
I could think of some damage.
All right, go for it.
I mean, we're further in debt, right? We have probably one of the biggest, another military budget's grown more. When we have other issues that need to be solved. So I'm very against all that. So that causes damage. Encouraging the Federal Reserve to lower rates and at the same time boasting a great economy really doesn't make sense to me. So there's a couple of things damaging there.
All right. Have we taken any more money from the from the International Monetary Fund via the Federal Reserve?
We don't take any money from them.
The states do.
Well, I mean, an individual states might.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at where that's going and who's wanting it, like not all the states are down for that shit. No, right now I'm interested to see how things turn out in California, because I honestly think that they're going to want a federal bailout for the bullshit that they've gotten themselves into, and they're standing there with arms wide open, ready to receive it the whole time, spitting on the rest of the country.
Let them be their own country.
I think we're building the wall on the wrong side.
Exactly.
I don't know. I mean,
they're so nice, though.
Like I mentioned this to Brojo before. California is one of the few states that actually has a giant plus revenue.
Yeah, but that's rapidly changing because their taxes are so high. The businesses that they're depending on for this revenue are moving the fuck out because
it's been going up.
They're setting up in Arizona and Texas right now, and there's been a lot of debate about that. In fact, is it Jerry Brown? Jerry Brown, is he the governor of California? Anyway, he came out and was basically calling them punks for leaving. That they're not good businessmen or whatever, but they're great businessmen. They see that they can go ahead and get approved, because you know how long you have to wait to get approval to build and start a new business in California.
Well, if you're building Well, if you build inside a city, it's more up to the city than the state.
The municipality and the towns and all that too. I mean, there's so many taxes and restrictions and zoning issues, but they move to these neighboring states. The taxes are lower. They don't have to wait forever to do things. And
but almost no one's moving because all the money's there.
All right.
You're saying these businesses are moving, but their revenue is their budget revenue is increasing. Their surplus is increasing. And their GDP is growing.
Check me. We're right here. I mean, I'm happy to be proven wrong about that, but I don't think any of these businesses are excited about the high taxes and the shit on the streets and the.
Yes, sir. Didn't we look at the?
We did.
Yeah, I think California I was surprised, was showing a surplus.
They've been having a surplus for years.
I'm talking about businesses migrating out. You have any data on that?
Oh, I'm sure, but no, they don't really keep much data on that stuff. But I highly doubt that it's a big problem since their GDP is also increasing.
Oh, well, I could be totally wrong. I'm going to look some shit up, and that's all I can do. So I can't argue until I have the facts in front of me.
So I would say under Trump, the economy hasn't been great. GDP growth is below targets. Inflation is almost 100% higher than the previous administration on average, because the year fluctuates. And at the end of 2019, the trade imbalance hadn't been so out of favor in the U.S. since 2008 when the crash happened. Right, the only thing good about the economy right now is the stock market, which means literally nothing to regular people.
Because it's all propped up by that meaningless money from the Federal Reserve.
I know they get on there and go, "Oh, the economy is great because the stock market," but the stock market's actually the least important figure to follow when determining the health of an economy.
I guess his unemployment numbers are bullshit too.
I'm just going to interrupt a second to say this is out of my league, so I'm going to drop out and let somebody else come in, and I'll catch you guys later. Happy New Year to you all.
Happy New Year,
Simon. Happy New Year, dude.
Bye.
Good to see you, William. Take care now.
See you, Simon. All right.
And you do it.
All righty.
So,
Simos has dropped out. If anyone wants to come in, let us know. We have a spot open. But go ahead, continue on.
Oh, I was asking about unemployment numbers. I've noticed personally, where I live in South Carolina, there's surplus jobs. There's not enough people for the jobs.
This depends on the job, though.
Yeah, maybe they don't pay enough. They don't want the job. They ain't gonna pay the bills with it.
No, I mean they're good jobs. They're good jobs. There's people that want to work and there's people that don't want to work. But as businesses are expanding and taxes here are lower, maybe it's just in the county that I'm in, but there's just so many, even government jobs. I'm not gonna lie. They're constantly, advertising for job openings like everywhere.
I want to be a tax collector.
You're a dick to even say that.
By the way,
tax pay up.
Speaking of tax, I saw it was one of the clickbait headlines I was going to get to. Apparently, the IRS on personal audits is on an all-time low. That's nice.
That makes me feel good in my heart.
Now's the time to cheat on those taxes, guys. Come around to a corner too.
I don't even know how they can legitimately stand out there as an agency that people can respect or obey after targeting Tea Party members and all that.
That's because you don't know a goddamn thing, and you better thank God you don't know evil.
Saint.
This is your Saint Tommy, your patron bedwetter. Thank you,
Saint Timmy. Actually, I see.
Patron saint of monologues. How are you?
Yeah, I do want to get back to California.
Okay.
California.
I want to hear you and Serb go at it about California.
Serb, I know what you do for a living or whatever. Would you like to do that in like San Francisco, San Diego, LA?
Probably not. Nice. I mean, I didn't want to do it in Chicago, so
yeah, because you don't have enough Kevlar. I mean, it's hard to move with all that body.
I don't even want to do it in Peoria, and that's a much smaller city.
How long ago was it that you got stabbed in the leg, bro?
Oh, in the leg. That was 5. Was that 5 years ago? I think that was 5 years ago.
I got sentimental missing you guys, and I found a recording, and I was listening. You were telling that story, and I was like, God damn, you're just sitting there trying to help people, get stabbed in the fucking leg and knocked into a bathtub or whatever. That was weird. That whole story,
Jesus of you.
That's what
I heard a lot more weirder stories from Cerberus.
That's what the bitch gets. That's what the bitch gets for phobia mongering. You know what I'm saying?
Phobia mongering.
Don't do stupid shit. Stupid shit don't happen.
Phobia mongering.
Leave it at the same time.
Phobia.
Yeah, sir. Anything
Phobias for
interesting?
everybody.
Excuse me. Anything interesting have happened lately? Any interesting stories? Anything?
Man,
Any pet people?
Not really, because there was a change in policy to where senior officer wasn't first to go on a call. So I haven't done a whole lot of them for a while.
No more pet people.
Do y'all use ProQA?
Okay, secondhand news. Anyone from in your station then? Any secondhand news?
No, not really. I don't even. We haven't even really had an injury except for one of the guys fell through a roof.
Oh, that's nothing.
Wow.
That's actually kind of common.
How's the popcorn machine? Is it still running or what?
It works great.
From the cat person.
That thing's like brand new.
It's so fun. Oh my god, that story. I still tell people that story. It's so fucking weird. Shocking behavior.
The part of the story was technically
but some images you just can't get out of your head, and that's fucking.
Dude, how about any secret intimacy? Any of that secret intimacy? No.
He's got a contract. He's adherent to that contract. Am I mistaken, sir?
Okay, wait. I'm confused. Are you saying am I boning someone at the department?
Has there been any touching? Has there been any touchy, looky, feely?
Not at the department, no.
Nope, Tommy. They're not playing with each other's hoses. No.
Just
the fire department.
Oh, come on, just the tip.
Oh God. Well, I don't know about California, but I know New York people are leaving New York. I mean, by the thousands now.
They're upset because AOC is going to lose her seat in Congress. I don't blame them. I'd be upset about that too.
It's Chuck Schumer, man. Chuck Schmuck Schumer.
He's going to have to prop up Jerry Nadler at the next hearing. That dude just gets lower and lower in his seat every time they show him.
Wouldn't that be pretty? Wouldn't that be pretty to see Chuck propping up what's his face? Wow.
Yeah, Nadler's being deflated. I think that's what's happening. He's just, if you watch him, they blow him up and then he just deflates as he's.
He'll be a ballerina in no time, man. He's dropping weight like fucking Justin Bieber.
Cancer will do that to you. I think that's what he's got, isn't it?
You know what? I don't actually remember.
I know I watched one hearing. He was falling out, and they were propping him up, getting him water.
That means he's on his last chance power drive. He's a free radical, man. He's a fucking amino acid free radical, man, on a last chance power drive.
Yeah, I think somebody said that about Ginsburg too, but that old bitch is still around somewhere. Nobody's seen her, but we know she's there.
Yeah, she's mummified, man. She's down.
They break her out of cryogenic freeze just to let her vote, for abortion, and then they freeze her back up again, like goddamn Han Solo.
I'd hit it.
Okay.
If I was in Congress and I knew I was going to die soon, I would be trying to pass the wackiest laws. Like,
what would be your top three?
Man, I haven't thought about it enough to think about what the top laws would be. But like this, I would say things like prostitution is legal, but only with a blindfold. this random weird shit like that.
What about a paper bag?
No, it doesn't count.
How would you enforce that?
Well, that's part of it, right? It's basically unenforceable.
You have to have a camera and
It's a hoodwink, man.
No
It's a
one can
fucking
shower
classic-
without socks.
It's a classic hoodwink.
You can PCP is legal, but you can only smoke it while walking backwards.
Yes.
Right.
So how about that $1,000 for collecting that $1,000 fine for collecting rainwater? And I forgot where it is in California. We were talking about California.
I know where it was. It was in Objective Morality, California.
Yeah, that's in the Green Triangle.
Somewhere where somebody opened their big mouth and told them what they're doing.
Snitches.
Yeah.
Is that law still in effect over there?
Yeah, they just enacted like 1,200 new laws the beginning of the year. 1,200 new laws in California.
It's crazy.
Are they green?
Oh yeah,
green.
Oh yeah. It's really gonna. They're fucking up Uber and Lyft so bad that, and it's gonna give business back to the taxis, and the taxis are unionized, so you can see kind of what's going on there.
It's a fucking religion. Marxism is a fucking religion.
Tommy, please.
You're a firecracker, man. You're a firecracker. Some kind of cracker. I don't know.
Okay. Here we go. So right. I didn't do it. He voluntarily left.
What's that voluntary in quotations?
I think he got my subtle warning there. But yeah, go ahead.
I got the image of when Bro just said voluntary, he put it in quotations. Air quotes.
Oh, mercy.
No, there's no private messages. I didn't do anything. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
So how do you do your news articles and shit now, man? On this
I do them like, I'll show you. Okay, we can go on. Moving on here. Screen share. Drudge. And there we go.
Tell me there's an article about Ricky Gervais at the whatever it was.
Oh yeah, we
Did you already cover that?
Yeah, I haven't actually seen it yet.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. It sounds good though.
Oh my dude, it's
and we I don't know if I don't want to get no copyright claims or anything.
Well, I think we could play parts of it and talk in between. I think that works.
I think when people talk shit about Hollywood.
It's fucking amazing. That guy will never work in Hollywood ever.
Oh no, he will. They like him too much otherwise.
Yeah.
Dude, you had some angry fuckers out there last night. They were really embarrassed because he called them all out.
Nice.
Yeah. I did read about let me see.
Not since Norm Macdonald has anybody fucking just said, screw my career.
Right. Norm's good.
Yeah, it's a shame because I love Norm Macdonald.
Me too. He's a genius.
He's awesome.
I mean, he is the master of like the dopey dad joke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But he's got some he's there's some genius behind the shit that he does, and his delivery is amazing. Mm-hmm. And Ricky Gervais was just he wasn't like that, you know. His was savage. He just was straightforward. He was drinking his fucking pint up there. He didn't give a shit. And he told everybody ahead of time that he didn't give a shit. So they it was like watching a force of nature that nobody could stop, at least for 15 minutes. It's great.
You know what's fun is finding and watching that Trump roast, the Comedy Central one with the we had all the good players.
What was that, like 2014?
Oh yeah, but it's funny as hell, dude. Trip.
I hadn't seen that one.
It's funny. You gotta check it out. A lot of jabs at his wife and kids.
You know what I want to happen? I want Trump to give a speech and tell Bernie Sanders that he'll never become president.
So that he will? It won't be 2020.
Well, if it's not 2020, Bernie probably shouldn't run again. He's
exactly.
He's too old.
Mm-hmm.
Biden's killing me, man. When he started talking about letting kids rub the hair on his legs and shit like that in the pool, and then started talking about cockroaches, it was fucked up, man. It was like watching somebody have a stroke and then just like power through it. And he was talking about how much he liked having little kids sit on his lap. I'm like, no, man, you can't talk about that. Not with all the footage out there. You making kids uncomfortable.
Yeah, not with all the footage of you smelling people.
Right, it's creepy.
Oh yeah, if y'all haven't seen that one, that was a great one too.
Someone needs to go to Biden and go, no, sorry, Biden. There's photos of you just randomly spelling people awkwardly. You can't be president.
Just based on that alone. What was the name of the imaginary dude that he stood up to? I forgot.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry because
that guy was not imaginary. I'm sorry.
Did you get my I lost my connection or something. My page wasn't responding.
What was his name? Roach Clip or T-Bone?
Yeah, but he actually existed. They talked to people.
Popcorn or Pop-Tart.
Well, fuck you.
Yeah, but he did exist.
Fuck
actually.
you.
I hate Biden, but that guy did exist.
Fuck you.
But that story was ridiculous.
It was a ridiculous story, but they talked to people from his,
That never fucking happened. That guy might have been real, but that shit never fucking happened.
Yeah, of course not.
I get
corn pop. That was
I'm not getting no
corn
respect.
pop. That was it. Yeah.
Fucking corn pop.
I guess you're not hearing me.
Yeah, we're here. Yeah, it's just there in the middle.
Oh, you are hearing me. You just purposely ignoring me, right?
Yes.
Like the bitch you guys are.
It was like Charlie Brown's parents or something. I just heard you womp womp womp.
No, those are the teachers.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead. What is it?
Just make sure my mic's working. But you still want to do the Golden Globes thing?
Yes.
Okay. Let's try this again.
I'm gonna mute myself because it's so delicious.
Hey, I gotta go. So it was really, really nice talking to you guys again. And Cerberus, message me on Discord or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't even think you still got on there.
I haven't for a while. I've had some issues. Same thing. But I still have this. But I want to talk to you again. So I always have trouble after I've been gone for 6 months. After I said I'm gonna try to be here regularly, and then boom, I'm gone.
Yeah, shit happens. Life happens, stuff. But
it happens too often. Too often.
Good to see you. Good to hear you.
Yeah, you too.
Have an awesome day.
All right, you too. Well, night. You mean have good sleep.
Or night, wherever you may be.
Future woman.
Yeah, I know. That's funny. All right, bye.
All right, we got this monologue is 8 minutes. Let's see. Let me get that.
So stop it every 2.
Let's see. Let me make sure I get some good audio here. I don't know. It's not piping directly in. So let's see.
The 77th Annual Golden Globe Awards, live from the Beverly Hilton Hotel here in Los Angeles. I'm Ricky Gervais. Thank you.
You guys hear that all right?
Oh, yeah.
The last time I'm hosting these awards, so I don't care anymore. I'm joking. I never did. NBC clearly don't care either. 5th time. So, Kevin Hart was fired from the Oscars because of some offensive tweets. Hello? Lucky for me, the Hollywood foreign press can barely speak English. And they've no idea what Twitter is. So I got offered this gig by fax. So let's go out with a bang.
Did you, what caught my eye there was who was that in attendance there?
What?
Scorsese.
Yeah.
Scorsese. Shit, where was that?
Don't care either. 5th time. So, Kevin Hart was fired from the Oscars because of some offensive tweets.
Sorry.
Hello? Lucky for me, the Hollywood foreign press can barely speak English. And they've no idea what Twitter is.
Oh, that's De Niro and Scorsese, right?
Yeah. And it was Leonardo DiCaprio before.
And that would be thing, not only have a camera on whoever's speaking, but I would love to see, just keep it on the audience the whole time. Or have a split screen. I would love to see all reactions.
They show a few of them.
Okay.
So I got offered this gig by fax. So let's go out with a bang. Let's have a laugh at your expense, shall we? Remember, they're just jokes. We're all going to die soon, and there's no sequel. So.
And there's no sequel. She's nice. She's got that little smirk going on there in her face. She's hot too. Look, both these women. You see a little in there tightening of the lips.
Like, that's Polar, right? Amy Polar.
It's like,
yeah.
It's like, be prepared for impact.
She probably wants them to go off. She's probably waiting.
Yeah, remember that. But you all look lovely, all dolled up. You came here in your limos. I came here in a limo tonight, and the license plate was made by Felicity Huffman. So, no, shush. It's a.
Now, wait, by who?
Tom Hanks.
No, that's Tom Hanks. But he was saying a license plate was made by who?
Felicity Huffman.
Oh. Fill me in here.
I don't know.
I'm assuming an actress or something that got arrested.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Right. And this Hanks reacting. They're all drinking their Moet.
Yummy.
I did pop an Iron Drain. That's just, we're going to fucking help.
Keith Urban behind whoever that is.
Yeah, Keith Urban.
Players.
Look at the one behind Hanks. I don't know who that is. She looks familiar. She's got a shocked face on.
Monica Lewinsky mouth.
She's gonna inhale a cock.
Her daughter, I feel sorry for. Okay, that must be the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to her. And her dad was in Wild Hogs. So, lots of big celebrities here tonight. I mean, legends, icons. Yeah, look at this table alone. Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. Baby Yoda. Oh, that's Joe Pesci. Sorry. Tonight isn't just about.
That was pretty funny. Oh, did you see the hair on Pacino there?
Yeah.
In this room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world. People from every background, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you. He's coming for you.
So, background, anyone? See, I don't keep up with this shit. Ronan Farrow? What's...
I don't either.
See? All right. But, I mean, I could see definitely the reactions, like, how uncomfortable they are.
Oh, Ronan Farrow is a famous journalist.
Uh-huh.
So he's saying the media is coming for him.
I think it's okay. I think he had like a big story recently. I think it was on. I think it was actually on Weinstein. Is it? Yeah, Weinstein.
Oh, that would explain a lot.
Yeah. No.
That's the only place I know of him from.
Okay, yeah. He came after. You got Weinstein. He's coming after you guys.
Next.
Oh, that is a fucking. That's yeah.
He's sniping them now.
They're all worried looking too. They're like,
let's hear it. Let's hear that again with these two reactions, and then let's pay attention to the person's reaction.
Camera. In this room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world. People from every background, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you. He's coming for you.
So that
was a disapproving look.
I can't think of that guy's name.
Yeah, I know. I can't.
It's not Cameron, is it?
No.
I forget. I mean, I've seen them in stuff,
He's one of those actors, but still, Glenn Close was there. Yeah.
Like Alan Alda?
No, but it,
kind of looked like that a little bit. Yeah.
But he always plays the old guy.
Well, now,
even when he was a little younger, he kind of just played the old guy.
He was in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah,
he was
the governor.
Yeah, the governor.
The old governor.
Yeah, okay, he's old.
Look, talking of all you perverts, it was a big year. It was a big year for paedophile movies. Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, Two Popes. Oh, shut up! Shut up! I don't.
Oh, shit. Wait, didn't he play in a Pope? Didn't he play like this guy here, like a cardinal or something, in this movie or something?
I think I remember him being part of a church in a movie, but I don't know if it was a recent movie.
Oh, wait a minute. He was in Game of Thrones, wasn't he? Wasn't he the cult leader in Game of Thrones? This guy, or he just
yeah. He was the head sparrow.
Yes. Oh man, yeah. Now he's really sniping them now. Shit.
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care.
Many talented people of color were snubbed in major categories. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. The Hollywood foreign press are all very, very racist. So, fifth time.
Oh, yeah. Hanks is fucking pissed. Yeah, he's pissed.
I don't know if he's pissed. He looks more shocked, more like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah. What the fuck you doing, man? What the fuck you doing? You're throwing your career down now, man. What the fuck? Well, not everybody wants to keep on acting it, Tom. Some people, some people do. Some actors, actresses, musicians, they made their money. They're tired of the fucking politics or whatever shit going on in the business, maybe, or they just want to do other stuff. And you get to a point where I don't give a fuck. Gervais has got the fuck you money, I'm sure, right? Nice to have fuck you.
Oh, yeah. And he didn't use Hollywood to get most of it. I mean, he started over, in the UK.
It's probably strengthening his fan base too by doing this.
Oh yeah. There's a big pool of people who are just sick of the bullshit in Hollywood. So him talking shit to them, I mean, just look at, he's everywhere today. He's everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah. Unless somebody decides to rough him up a little bit.
Ooh. It's Tom Hanks.
So we were going to do.
Yeah, it's like Tom Hanks looked like he smelt a bad fart, That's what that face is. And that's exactly what Gervais is doing. He's farting in the room.
He's shitting right on him. Big old Cleveland steamer.
Is that one big? This almost looks like a mirror. Am I looking at a mirror? It almost looks like I'm looking at a mirror.
And I don't know. It could be.
I don't think so, no.
In memoriam this year, but when I saw the list of people that had died, it wasn't diverse enough. No.
That's pretty funny.
It's absurd, but that's exactly the way that he needs to talk to them.
Hey, if you go and continue on with that, right? What are you going to say? We need to kill more black people. we need to kill more Asians. What?
That is the logical.
Dying.
That's the logical progression of this argument.
It was mostly white people.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
I thought, nah, not on my watch. Maybe next year. Let's see what happens.
Oh shit!
No one cares about movies anymore. No one goes to the cinema. No one really watches network TV. Everyone's watching Netflix. This show should just be me coming out going, well done, Netflix, you win everything. Good night. But no, we got to drag it out for 3 hours. You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching this show. That's a show about a man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer. And it's still more fun than this.
Oh, shit!
Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way. So in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein.
Nice.
Oh wait, I
love that.
Oh, I can see he has another bomb coming in right afterwards. So
I hope that meme never dies.
I know, right?
Season 2 is on the way.
Look how that guy, that beard, he's not too happy in this.
So in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up! I know he's your friend, but I don't care.
Oh shit!
Just like that.
Oh, that was rough.
Oh, what? Oh shit!
Have you ever heard anybody do that shit before?
Oh man, not when you're at this level, man, because you're talking pedophilia.
Right to their faces too. That's awesome.
It's
That's
not
awesome.
like smoking a joint, or doing some drugs,
Holy shit!
It's calling them out, man.
It's a room full of kid fuckers in here.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Crazy.
shit. Man, he really, yep.
He did to what they did to the kids. Tear him a new asshole.
Wait a minute.
Nice, Vic. Nice. Oh, see, you get some of the expressions. What do you think she's like? What do you think? What's that expression saying? I don't know about this guy. I got mixed things about this guy. Is he getting off on that expression?
He's gritting his teeth and trying to smile at the same time.
He's got his hands in front of him, like on his lap, like.
See a bunch of regret in their faces.
Maybe she's like slight embarrassment.
They're afraid to show their true feelings because they might get Clintoned or Epstein.
Yeah, right.
All right, moving on.
You had to make your own way here and your own plane, didn't you? Right. But seriously, most films are awful, lazy, remakes, sequels. I've heard a rumor that there might be a sequel to Sophie's Choice. I mean, that'd just be Meryl Streep going, well, it's got to be this one then. All the best actors have jumped to Netflix and HBO, and the actors who just do Hollywood movies now do fantasy adventure nonsense. They wear masks and capes and really tight costumes. Their job isn't acting anymore. It's going to the gym twice a day and taking steroids. Really? Have we got an award for most ripped junkie? No.
For the most ripped junkie.
He ain't pulling punches.
I wonder who's the guy who played Thor. I wonder if he's in the audience. I would like to see his reaction.
I do know Captain America, Chris Evans or whatever is out there. I saw him.
Okay, I'm gonna see if they give if they get a reaction from any of them. Maybe let's see. Oh, there he is doing the injecting the arm mode there.
Really? Have we got an award for most ripped junkie? No point. We know he'd win that. Martin Scorsese, the greatest living director, made the news for his controversial comments about the Marvel franchise. He said they're not real cinema and they remind him of theme parks. I agree. Although I don't know what he's doing hanging around theme parks. He's not big enough to go on the rides, is he?
Oh,
tiny.
What other implication are you making there?
Coming off pedophile jokes too,
Right. The Irishman was amazing. It was amazing. Look, right.
I've still yet have watched it. Have you seen it? Because I do want to see that.
I haven't.
Nobody yet. Okay.
My it was great.
Who's that dude right there? Was the high
Quentin Tarantino? It's Quentin.
The dark hair, the high forehead there.
That's Quentin Tarantino with his all that chin and shit. That's Quentin.
He looks so plastic.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of how he's always looked.
Yeah. Okay.
He's kind of always looked like a fake person.
You saw Dust Till Dawn. I mean, that forehead you could show film, all his films on simultaneously.
Yeah, I don't mean fake like he just doesn't have emotions. I mean fake like he looks like he's made out of plastic and the person who made him fucked up a little bit.
Yeah. All right. All right, we got a couple more minutes. Is anybody in queue? I don't see it because I don't have the screen open. Nobody? We're good. All right.
Long, but amazing. It wasn't the only epic movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, nearly 3 hours long. Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere, and by the end, his date was too old for him.
Oh, shit!
Oh, that got him.
Like, come on, Leo, mate.
Oh, shit! Oh, even Prince Andrew. Oh, God. That's too funny.
You're nearly 50, son. The world got to see James Corden as a fat pussy.
Oh.
He was also in the movie Cats, but no one saw that.
That was Ray Romano, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Man, you would say something? You would say anything?
That was Ray Romano, yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right. Oh, by the way, no copyright infringement intended. This is fair use. Blah blah blah. Should have done it beforehand.
And the reviews, shocking. I saw one that said, "This is the worst thing to happen to cats since dogs." Right?
Yeah, I heard it was terrible.
Yeah, I had no urge to go see it. It looked kind of fucked up. I don't. There was something off about it that I didn't like.
Something like I saw the trailers and I was like, yeah, this looked like something give you nightmares.
But Dame Judi Dench defended the film, saying it was the role she was born to play because she. I can't do this next joke.
Oh, yeah. I love to see those kind of moments. When a comedian just can't freaking. It's even too much for himself. Let's see this again.
Saying it was the role she was born to play because she. I can't do this next joke. Because she loves nothing better than plonking herself down on the carpet.
Wait a minute, Carol, is that Carol Burnett?
Sitting next to Ellen DeGeneres, it looks like.
Man, what the fuck happened?
I think that's Justin Bieber on the far right.
Three-way
What the fuck happened to Ellen DeGeneres here?
She turned into what's that Vanderbilt News kid?
Her face looks like she looks like an elf. Or like she's turning into an elf.
She's always like an elf, man.
But this is like really, I've never seen it so, I don't know, pronounced.
Well, you see, they're kind of liking the jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's her, I guess, wife, right on the side to the left of.
So it's not Justin Bieber. Damn.
No, it's not just, I don't think that's Justin Bieber. No. Oh, look at Carol Burnett. I don't know. I could tell she had a couple injections for sure.
Let's see. every time I see Carol Burnett, I get sad because Tim Conway died, and I like Tim Conway.
Yeah,
Tim Conway's good.
But fuck Carol Burnett.
That show was
No, she was good too, but I just really like Tim Conway.
Yeah, wait, Harvey Korman. Come on, I mean, it was legendary. That show was fucking great.
Vicki Lawrence,
classic. Man, what happened to Vicki? Is she still around?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Mama's Family. Remember that?
Vicki Lawrence.
Yeah, she's still around. I don't think she's doing anything, but she's around.
The Carol Burnett here, yeah. Looks like she's wearing a flesh mask.
Oh, Illuminati.
She's like 80, dude.
Yeah, that's what it looks like when you're like 80 plus. You look like you're wearing a flesh mask.
Because you are.
But
Your skin is sliding off the skull.
Yeah, you're a skeleton. You're a skeleton dressed for Halloween every day.
Wow, I'm gonna tell you. Oh. It's just I don't know. It's the lighting or something, or it just looks like there was like just something like I don't know, like a pound of meat. It's like
you're discovering elderly people for the first time, Brojo. Why does their skin look all
like the roach alien from Men in Black?
Well, maybe it's the way I'm seeing it on my screen, which obviously you don't see.
Yeah, I know what it is. It's because back in the day, Carol Burnett used to be hot and used to fap to her, right? And then now she's like,
not really.
Maybe.
I still fap to her.
Twice on Sunday.
But degenerate. Come on. I mean, it looks like I don't know. Looks like an elf.
Shoeshine Boy.
Okay, can we move on? This picture's bothering me. Ellen looks like Anderson Cooper.
I had to go
I want to
back.
throw a shekel. She could buy a turkey.
That's right.
And the Jew jokes.
Hey, Vic, Vic, I would love, we could get Vic. Vic, if you could do this. All right, Vic's our art guy here, all right? Take Generis, degenerate, right? Someone would say Ellen Degenerate. Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah. I don't know. Put her in a costume.
Mm-hmm.
This face here, like an elf costume. Maybe we could put her in a Christmas outfit or something.
Peter Pan. Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. Make her into Peter Pan. Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Didn't she actually play Peter Pan in a play?
See, now you can see it and you can't unsee it.
Did she play it? I think she did, right?
Yeah, for some reason I remember her playing it. I don't remember seeing it or anything.
I remember when I was a kid, they had like a show with Sandy Duncan.
Yeah, Sandy Duncan, who had short hair.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sandy Duncan played Peter Pan.
This is
she might have.
Yeah.
So many
Ellen doesn't look like Sandy Duncan.
No.
She looks like
So maybe she did play
Sandy Duncan, fuck the Keebler elf.
I forget. Yeah. She could be, looks like a Keebler elf.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Maybe we can get some better pictures of her husband, wife.
Can we move on? I have never stared at Ellen DeGeneres so much in my life. I'm not enjoying this at all.
You'll be thinking about it later with Carol Burnett.
Oh, yeah. If I wasn't before, I will now.
Okay, here we go.
Nothing better than plonking herself down on the carpet, lifting her leg, and licking her.
Whoa! Well, who is he talking about there again?
Ellen, I think.
Wait.
He was talking about Dame Judi Dench.
Who?
The Bond movies, M.
No.
She's the Queen. She's Dame Judi Dench, man. God damn.
In her leg and licking her.
Okay, they put that one out.
Furball. She's old school. It's the last time. Who cares?
Fuck you all.
Apple roared into the TV game with a morning show. A superb drama. Yeah.
Now, who's this guy?
Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, when you get just a little closer, this is what Ellen looks like.
That's Dad.
A superb drama about the importance of dignity and doing the right thing, made by a company that runs sweatshops in China. So, well, you say you're woke, but the companies you work for, I mean, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So, if you do with
holy shit!
Yeah, there it is. Going after the wokes.
Oh, fuck.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, nice. Nicely done. I got to hear that again. Let's go back, 10 seconds? Can we get enough?
Sure.
Sure. Why not?
work for, I mean, unbelievable. Apple,
Yeah, the people you work for. Yeah.
Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So if...
Bam.
Bam. I did hear a couple of claps.
Oh, but these people have written speeches to come up there and do. They're not going to change their speeches now, are they?
Oh, I know, right? And whoever comes up after him, I would have liked to see what they said.
Yep.
Let's see.
You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and
thank your agent and your God, and fuck off.
Straight to the point.
But haven't we all been wanting them to do that for 10 years or more? Just shut the fuck up, take the little Cersei and get off the stage.
That's why I never watched these fucking shows, because it was all fucking vanity. It was just, what's the point? Yeah, does not for me.
it's all...
What is it? So this guy whispering in her ear. The reactions. Is that Christopher Walken in the back there? Is that Walken?
I don't think so.
Looks like Walken with a wig.
Oh, Jesus, man.
Oops. All right. Okay. Carrying on. Yes.
Already 3 hours long.
Oh, wait. There's Hanks again. They keep going to him. I gotta see Tom Hanks. Did you see that face? All right.
It's already 3 hours.
Look, there it is. Now there he knows
that he knows his whole speech was about hating Trump, and he's like, "Oh fuck."
Oh boy.
Now, before he looked like he smelt a fart. Here he looks like he's trying to hold one in. And look at the face behind the one behind him.
Long. Right, let's do the first award. The first award. The first award is for Best Actor in a Television Series, Musical or Comedy. To present the award are a couple of actors off the telly. What can I say? Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon.
Okay, so there you go. We had to find. Yeah, look to find a clip of now Jennifer Aniston and Witherspoon.
Well, if you're gonna do that, why not watch the whole fucking show, man? It's just gonna lead you to wonder what all these people did when they came up there.
No, just after Gervais, I think. Yeah,
you could just get highlights,
Yeah,
highlights of the Golden Globes. It's just gonna play Ricky Gervais again. I've never. This has been a weird couple years for like people breaking the norms. Like even in like Congress and shit, you had the dude talking about the Green New Deal and Aquaman's those fucking seahorses and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
So is this like the Trump effect? Is that what we're saying now?
I mean, it could be. I think it's just people are tired of the bullshit. We've been fed it for, since I don't know, Bush. So yeah, it's fake news is at an all-time high where it's obvious. The media spends so much time walking back all the shit that they say. Like the people get frustrated, and you get it seeping into your like anytime people can get on TV and like have a platform, the shit's gonna start coming out. Before it was about like getting behind all these causes and trying to virtue signal, but now it's it's becoming more hip to just go against the grain and be like, oh, fuck your pretense, I'm stoned though, so what do I know?
I need to get re-stoned.
Nope, the world's gone to shit.
I don't really think. I think we're gonna reset. I think we're at one of those places because I was talking about this with someone the other day. I've noticed that on the left, all the protests and stuff, whenever they're approached, they will not talk, they will not debate, they will not argue because the facts aren't in their favor, and so they react either mocking or with violence. And so when you reach a place where there's two sides and one side is done talking, it doesn't leave the other side anywhere else to go, So you're gonna have a reckoning at some point.
See, everyone I know on the left does all those things.
What's that?
Everyone I know on the left will debate and have arguments, make points.
They usually say the other way around.
Yeah, but like, what are we actually seeing? Are we seeing conservatives refusing to debate?
Yeah, I see a bunch of them all the time. I see a bunch of everyone doing it. The thing is, if all you're doing is watching partisan videos, right, you're only going to see them highlight the small group of people that make them look the best.
Right. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I like watch it from all sides. Also listen just when I'm out places, and whenever I strike up a conversation with somebody who really doesn't, they're just repeating little tidbits that they've heard from the news. I mean, it's really fucking sad. And then as soon as you stump them by, asking them to provide something to substantiate their claim, they lose their goddamn minds. They want to get aggressive about it. They want to call you names and play race cards and shit. You're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, we were having a perfectly good conversation until I asked you to support, your position. What the fuck? And that's a problem because it's not too far from there where, what's the point in talking about it? Like, I think you're kind of seeing that right now with Virginia and the Second Amendment shit, the Second Amendment sanctuaries, cities they're talking about.
Oh yeah, I think that shit's cool. But see, I have the exact same experience you do, just the other direction. I mean, the majority of people that I will actually have that when I do get in an argument with them or have a discussion with them, they immediately get upset with me whenever I ask them to justify what they're saying.
Well, if that's the problem, this goes back to public education then, because I guess people are just not prepared to have their rhetoric challenged.
Yeah, people aren't taught how to think or defend themselves, and they're just taught some basic random facts. Most of it they'll never use, and they get thrown out into the world.
And their temperament is such that they become violent or aggressive, and try to provoke like a more drama for, I guess, to save face. I don't know, but that's just not a positive progression for society. So I think we're going to get a reset. I think at some point people are going to start getting their noses busted. I think people are going to get put in their place. And God forbid this stuff with the Second Amendment continues to be an issue, because there's going to be people getting shot the fuck up. That's going to happen. I mean, we just saw that shit with the church shooter. I mean, he got fucked up. He got 2 shots off, and then there was 7 guns on that motherfucker. Like, you can't argue with that. You don't get a police response like that. That doesn't fucking happen, in gun-free zones. So I think that argument, the evidence is that people should have access to, weapons. I think whoever's on the other side of that they're going to have a hard time enforcing taking away the weapons of people that believe they're allowed or should have them. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get nasty.
Oh yeah, I think anywhere that has a majority pro Second Amendment as a community, a group of people, they should just declare that they won't enforce any laws they think are unconstitutional.
Okay, but you heard that's what the sheriff up there did. He said he'd start deputizing citizens and shit, and then the next idea that came across was, we'll have the National Guard come in and disarm people. And I believe there was a refusal or an inability for them to actually do that. And so now there's talk about having the UN, which is ridiculous. That can never happen. But these ideas that are popping in people's heads, it's a desperation to get rid of weapons. And I'm thinking, why? Someone explain it to me. How those people that were carrying weapons that day at that church, most of them, I'm sure, don't have a criminal history. They don't have gun crimes on their because they have guns. They don't have gun crimes and shit, but they've been carrying guns probably for 20 years. These were elderly people. If you watch the video, most of them seem pretty elderly. So it's fucked up. It's the people that do the right thing and try to follow the laws. These are the ones that are getting punished. Criminals aren't going to give up their guns. We know that.
Yeah, that's why I tell people don't register your guns.
You're such a rebel.
I don't really think so. I mean, it's not, you don't legally have to where I live, so.
I don't know whether you legally have to here or not. I don't register mine. I try to, I guess it sounds bad, but I try to accumulate as many as I can off the books. I've had to learn to be real careful what I say on here because of what I do now for a living. So I don't want any of this blowing back, but you guys know how I feel about guns. I'll just leave it at that.
So what do they call your organization now? ISIS or ISIL? What did no man?
Assalamu alaikum.
What's this question you got down here? Is a global reset going to happen?
Yeah, because William was mentioning a reset, and something with the economy. Then there needs to be some kind of economic reset, a global reset. Some feel a reset's going to happen with the currency.
Yeah,
I want to see the polls shift and give it a real reset.
Well, that's happening too, isn't it?
I don't know.
I heard the Polish is moving faster since like the late 90s.
Well, don't they measure the age of certain rocks that are stationary by the shift in the magnetic pole of the rock itself or something like that? So it has happened, right? It's just when.
So what would we be experiencing right now if that's happening? What should we be noticing? I don't think the status quo. Like, I mean, what's going to happen?
California, so I was hoping it surfs up, but I don't know.
I was kind of hoping California will fall into the ocean, but
that'd be cool too.
A lot of real estate gone there, but it'll be a lot cleaner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if you don't like California, you're kind of screwed because they're like one of the strongest GDPs on the face of the earth, strongest economy anyway.
Yeah, suck it.
Okay.
Yeah,
That has very little to do with them being washed off the face of the earth. That's what I was just talking about.
I mean, yeah, it could be like Atlantis, right? The ocean just swallows them up.
I was thinking like a big earthquake just breaks them off. Just breaks off the like Malibu, just right under. Be great.
So yeah, we have all these websites talking about how the North Pole is shifting rapidly. PBS, Nature.com, Science Alert, Science, National Geographic is reporting it.
It's pollution. It's cow farts are causing us to have our poles change. They're actually going to switch entirely. It's going to be, and it's all because of cow farts.
I blame purple hair.
Feminists.
Yeah, it seems like the more feminists we have, the faster the Earth moves, or the pole moves. So obviously, they have to be connected.
I don't know.
So will the Northern Lights become the Southern Lights?
No,
they'll short out. They won't be lights at all.
No, because I mean, well, you won't. People, they won't really just turn their compass upside down. They'll just relabel their compass.
So in this interim, shouldn't we all be getting fucking lost if you're using a compass? Wouldn't you, like, if you follow a compass to lat and longitude, wouldn't you be like,
just some of this GPS? I heard.
Well, I mean, I don't think GPS runs connected to the magnetosphere.
Nah.
Oh, here we go. Although GPS does work, it can sometimes be unreliable in the polar regions. In fact, the pole is moving so quickly that scientists responsible for mapping the Earth's magnetic field were recently forced to update their model much earlier than expected. So there we go. There's 3 poles, huh? I was only familiar with 2.
So are you sure it says there's 3 poles?
Is it? I'm looking at 3 poles. What's?
Oh, okay. I know. Yeah, there's the north.
Go ahead.
There's the magnetic pole, which is close to the actual geographic pole.
Mm-hmm.
Like the geographic pole is what's literally.
No,
it's a literal pole.
Yeah, well, no, but that has to do with the Earth's rotation, right? That's the imaginary line that goes through the center of the Earth as it rotates.
This is where Santa Claus lives.
Oh man, I'm getting an education.
Go ahead.
Well, that's just it. The physical pole is not where the northern magnetic field is.
So what are they showing here? North geomagnetic pole.
That's the one that moves.
Is that the one that's moving now? Is that the north magnetic pole, and that's where the position it is now?
Well, they both move, but the geomagnetic pole is the one that moves a lot.
Hey guys, this was fun. I got to go pick my kid up from school, so I'll catch up with you later.
All right, man. Stay in touch.
I'll do my best. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. Happy New Year.
Same to y'all.
All right. We got to talk. All right. So. All right. So what's the North Geomagnetic Pole here?
Oh, it's just the part of the northern part of the dipole. You probably don't know that either. Yeah.
Magnetic poles are. Okay, I'm only familiar with the 2 poles.
And actually, I think there's 4 poles, not 3 poles.
The South Pole.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm just talking about in the north. I don't remember what the 4th one is, though.
Okay. Wow. All right.
I can ask the all-knowing God of Google.
The old goggle. Magnetic poles are kind of reliable, averaged out version of the averaged out version of the magnetic poles, which move erratically all the time. Because of that, it turns out that they aren't moving anywhere near as fast as the magnetic North Pole is. And since the aurora seems to follow the more average version of the magnetic field, it means that the northern lights aren't moving that fast either. It seems as though the aurora are staying where they are, at least for now. Okay, let's see here. What
Okay, I think I found it. The other one is the North Pole of inaccessibility.
let me zoom in on this. Oh, this is okay. That came in close. This is the position of the North Magnetic Pole in red, and the geomagnetic poles in blue between 1900 and 2020.
Hey guys, I got to run. It's been fun.
All right.
Adios, amigos.
Yeah, we've been here on a long time. So I don't know. Do we have much concern? What do you think in general, sir? Do you think we have anything to be concerned about?
Just in general?
Yeah, with this freaking shift.
Oh, with a magnetic shift?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Life has survived its shifting multiple times.
But when I think shift, I'm thinking like the fucking north is becoming the south. Yeah, people might survive, but many people are going to die. I mean, is that something that's going to happen?
But
is that the way it's going to happen?
The Earth, it's not that the Earth is going to turn upside down. It's just the magnetic field's going to flip over.
But that would, okay. So couldn't that fuck up all our electronics, our GPS, our satellites?
In itself wouldn't. If it got really weak, if the magnetic field got really weak while it was flipping, then their satellites might fry, right? Because of the sun. But as far as I'm aware, no one thinks that the ground electronics are in danger.
Let's see. Hey, Tommy had I don't know what you were ranting about, but I had to put him in timeout. Anyway, I'm gonna close this down anyway, because I've been at this over 3 hours already. It went so fucking fast.
I blame Trump.
I blame Trump. It's Trump's fault. It's the Trump effect. Yeah. All right, sir. I'm taking a break. I have to take a break from you too. And
yeah.
Is there any interesting conversations going on later? Debates or anything? Anything going on?
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
Drag was on. What's it called? What's Dilly Honey's show called in Texas?
Oh, the Atheist Experience.
Yeah, Drag was host on the Atheist Experience a couple days ago.
I heard about it. I heard him talking to Skylar, I think it was, about his experience there. I thought he was like, so he was on screen?
Well, yeah, he was the co-host.
Okay, I didn't see that. Okay. Because he was talking about how they screen the calls. That was it. Yeah, that was it. Okay. And what you see on the screen, and I have to go check that out. Oh, that's pretty cool.
I was really hoping G-Man would have called in, but he didn't.
Oh fuck! Now is Drag back on speaking terms with G-Man?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
that would have been great.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know what's going on with. I don't. I don't think I'm. I'm not sub to Drag's channel. Um, but no, I'm enjoying some other chats that are going on. T Jumps has good discussion. Tom. Though I think he got a run with this his last talk with I think his name is Dr. Ken Rhodes, a theist. I think he did offer some um valid good reasons to believe in a God or some concept of God. But I'm enjoying that show. S.J. Thomason, the Christian, she's doing hangs. That's becoming interesting. And Skylar debating dumpster fires with the apologist. Yeah.
No, I don't keep track of a lot of that stuff. I usually get informed about it afterwards.
Yeah. Well, I'm subscribed. I'm subscribed to Modern Day Debates, Skylar Fiction, SJ, T Jump. I love Pond Creek. I love Doug. I mean, he's probably one of my favorites, and he's been having some good ones. He's been using the Christian apologetics against themselves, like because a Muslim, he was showing how Muslims going to use some of the same very reasons and rationale that Christians are using to justify their faith, just a different book, So, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to take a nap before I have to go to work. So,
all right, sir. Good chatting with you.
Bye.
We'll talk to you later. And everyone else, thank you for popping by. I think this was a good first show for the new year. Back to the original channel. If you got any ideas you have, or send them my way. Let me give you my. Let me put this up again here. There's my email. I can add you to the outside chat, and the hashtag there that might just bring you to some other videos. But comment, subscribe, appreciate it. Again, a lot of the conversations is like very organic most of the time here. And I'm so glad that Sir Vic, Lulu, was good to see her, and William. It was good hang today. So hopefully to have more of them. So stay in tuned. Oh, but the email. Yeah, so if you want to be down the outside chat and get the link first to come into the hangout, we could do that. Yeah, the only downside with StreamYard is that you only get 6 in a room. In the hangouts you had 10. So that's my thing. But anyway. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of the day. Peace out, everybody. I need a sign out thing. I need some kind of signature sign out.